Ellison,
Yes, sir.
are you ready to talk BA?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's get it on. You're on the terror though.
Turn it up, Gino.
And what's up, everybody? It's 1:38 p.m., 6/25, 2026, and the weather forecast is hot. Tomorrow, it will be hot. Yesterday, it was hot. It is June in North Carolina, and it just stays hot. I am on with my cousin, my main man, the Commodore himself, the commander himself, Ellison Burley, ladies and gentlemen. Give Ellison Burley a round of applause. If I can find my applause-o-meter here, let me see down there.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Man, so
Compliment.
I'm merely chilling, nothing big happening. I'm trying to get my roster set. Looking at our lads and seeing how we're going to do it. I'm even digging into this 5-man front that Raheem Morris is talking about, man, getting some new video together to really break down my stuff, getting a little bit more professional. But along comes another BA video. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we shall talk about BA. Let me go sharing here. And this is the latest and greatest. Excuse the music, ladies and gentlemen. I think it has a little cussing. Okay, Ellis, that was the latest.
Yep.
My good friend BA. Did you catch any of this symbolism?
I did. Yeah.
Syllogism. All right, what you got going there? Tell me all
Well,
about what did it say to you? E?
to me, it,
Yeah.
it seemed like I'm throwing your money on the floor. I don't need your money. I'm good over here without you. So just let me go. Leave me alone. I don't need whatever you're trying to give me. So it's a lot of symbolism in there. I'm throwing quote unquote San Francisco's money away. I don't need it. I don't want it. Get rid of me. You go your way. I go mine. That's what I got from it. Now, you might got something
Okay.
different.
All right. There's a take. Why do you suppose he feels so adamant about it?
Because he's still a part of your roster. If I go on, like you mentioned, our last ESPN, no matter what website you want to go on, he's still under your umbrella. He's still a part of your organization, whether he's on the active roster, on the pup, on inactive, on what's the one they got away,
Left.
left list, whatever he is, he's still under your umbrella. Um, just like a your kicker is, just like your quarterback is, just like your personal trainer is, just like your assistant GM is. They're all under the San Francisco 49er umbrella, and he doesn't want to be a part of that anymore. Now, where this stems from, I think there was some issues of why he didn't get the ball in the Super Bowl, stuff like that. Okay, fine and dandy. But for me, I think there's some underlying thing that none of us know that may have transpired between him, Kyle, and John Lynch. That's just me. That's what I'm gaining from the outside looking in. I think there's more here than is being let on. But from the outside, just like us here in DC, you guys in San Francisco, all we hear for the most part is what the 49ers side is and how they feel about it. And A lot of the fans over here agree with a lot of fans in San Francisco as to, he's a dummy and he's making a whole bunch of mistakes. And why is he doing this? He's throwing his life away and he needs to be mentally checked. And I'm just like, if he has all these issues, why is he still there? Why is he still part of your organization under your umbrella? You could easily remedy this and get him off your roster by just releasing him. I would feel this way if he wanted to come to DC. I would feel this way if he wanted to go play in Alaska. It doesn't matter to me where he wants to go play. It's just, why deal with the headache when you can easily remedy this and get this off your books and just move on.
What's the overall sentiment? Are you speaking for
I'm speaking for
the Commanders, or what's the temperature? What's the temperature?
I can only speak for me, and I am a players guy. I'm a union guy, and the union has been non-absent in this. That's first and foremost. The union, the NFLPA has not, interwoven itself into this issue at all. They've kind of stayed neutral, kind of stayed out of the way, and let the 49ers do what they do, and hold him, under their books until, who knows. But I'm always going to be for the player, not unless the player adamantly just messes up and gets caught messing up, and that's just what it is from A to Z, point, line, sinker. But I can't necessarily say that here. Is he messing up to some degree? Okay, I can hear that. Are the videos a little bit too much? I understand that. Was the driving and speeding too much? I get that. Was the warrant out for his arrest again? Is that too much? Maybe so. But all the things I know about BA that I just outlined, I don't know San Francisco's role in this. And I don't know that. You don't know that. No one knows that. We're just going off the prism of it's just BA. He's just acting out and he's just losing his mind and he's gone crazy. I don't know that to be the actual case. Case in point, I've had a Shanahan here. I had Mike Shanahan. He had to deal with Albert Haynesworth in DC decades ago. I know this is a different player, different time, but the same lineage as far as coaches. And at the 18th hour in the middle of late August, he let Albert Haynesworth go as a free agent. Albert Haynesworth never played again after that. I don't know if he was going to be signed after that. Anyway, if he let him go in March, I don't know. But he waited until the 18th hour to let him go. He did the same thing with Donovan McNabb. On his way out the door, he went to Minnesota. They let him go into training camp. It was like, well, you could have remedied this situation, got this headache out of your head, out of the way months ago, weeks ago, but you still keep this around for what? What is the point that you're proving? That you have power, that you can do this? Is you just being spiteful? Are you saving money here, even though you already voided this contract and taking money away? Like, what is the end goal here to benefit you? Is this going to save money on your cap? Are you preventing a roster spot from being taken up? It's like, what is this benefiting the 49er organization to continuously have him every day on the roster? For what? All the things that he's doing going on, he got the warrant out for his arrest. He was speeding. He making YouTube videos or TikTok videos every hour on the hour. It's like, what else is it? Any other team in this situation with another player, they probably would have let him go months ago. Why continue to have him here? That's been my whole question from the beginning. If you come to DC, come to DC. Don't bother me one bit. Right now, I'm worried about the 91 I got, just like you're worried about the 91 you got. My whole issue is, why is he still there? It makes no sense to me. Get rid of the headache. If he's that much of a headache, you don't like him, you hate him, you want him out of the building, let him go.
Okay. Can we look at it from the San Francisco side?
Sure.
Not so much what it's benefiting them, but how will it harm them possibly if BA gets released and goes and get woven into a team where he desires, with his best friend being Jaden Daniels, right? And a team we have to face week 6.
Week 6, we come out there.
It's kind of like, and he alluded to it in one of his videos, giving belt to ass. I think he was saying, so, "Hey, don't worry about boy." Somebody said, "Boy, they boys," and
Yeah.
don't be afraid of the whooping and stuff like that. Well, maybe they are afraid that he's gonna go get acclimated and be a strategic weapon,
Right.
giving away all the family secrets because
What secret?
he know
What
all the
secret?
emotions. He know all the emotions. He know all the hot calls. He knows everything to the Commanders, where he has explicitly and expressively told numerous times that that's where he wants to be. I think that can weigh on some variance as well. He just simply, you don't want to go and get your own switch, as we came up with Grandma Emma in them.
Right.
Make you get your own switch.
Right.
They could be looking at it like that.
Sure. And I get that. I understand it.
But BA has two, with my closeness with everything that on the organization, 49ers Noise, 49ers Web Zone, other player interviews with George Kittle, he just did not show up for his appointed appointments for rehab. And I have some video here from Uncle Richard Sherman. He ain't I'm older than Richard Sherman. I met, well, I ain't meet Richard Sherman. I ain't want to talk to him when he was with Marcus that day. I just hung with Cam Chancellor, y'all. Sherman, I was still in my feelings when they was with Seattle. I was still in there about a side receiver. But Sherman, he good people, man. He alluded to this video on his show. Let me talk to Uncle Sherm.
It's unfortunate, but it didn't start there. It started at the Super Bowl. It probably started even before the Super Bowl. Receivers are very incredible, interesting, but sometimes, it's a fragility there in terms of, how you deal with the psychology of the receivers on your team and how to make everybody happy. And on a team like the San Francisco 49ers with an all-pro tight end, an offensive player of the year in the backfield, you had Deebo Samuel. It's hard, and Brandon AIYUK. Only one football. It's hard to get a football to everybody at the same time. But Brandon AIYUK was the highest targeted guy. He had 1,300 yards. He would tell you he probably could have dealt with 50 more targets and really been a top 5 receiver in the National Football League. That's what he believes. And I think that's what the San Francisco 49ers believed at the time. And what I believe happened was Brandon AIYUK played well in the Super Bowl and created separation and felt like he was open a lot more than he got the ball. He felt like he individually could have impacted that game in a greater way and helped them win a Super Bowl, especially, even the play where Brock gets sacked at the end by Chris Jones because of a blown assignment on the offensive line. He was wide open, ran a great route. It would have been there. It would have been there whether you hit him or Juwan Jennings. Either way, they would have won that game. And I think as a player sometimes that eats at you. You're talking about a guy who watched our quarterback throw a Super Bowl away and you're just sitting there like, that it eats at you, and it eats at you for a long time. And so once you get to that point, you have to make a decision that offseason. You know what I mean? Is the bitterness and resentment and frustration going to eat at you to the point where you need to go somewhere else, where you need to play somewhere else? Or are you going to be able to flush it, deal with the trauma of it and be able to play football and help get your team back to where they were before? And I think that was hard for Brandon AIYUK. I think the frustration, the bitterness, the anger, the resentment, all those feelings kind of festered that offseason. And then comes the contract. Then comes the trade rumors and everything that came with that situation. Now, that's where I'm in a bit of a disagreement. If you're that frustrated with the team and you don't feel like the relationship can be healed, can be amicable, you got to accept the trade. You got to say, hey, I don't think I can come back. Like, it's too much. You know what I mean? I just can't come back here. I think it's too much hurt, too much frustration. I got to go somewhere else and just get a fresh start and try again somewhere else. But when you agree to the contract and you sign and you say, hey, $130 million, like, I'm a 49er. At that point, you got to buy back in. At that point, you have to buy back in, and I don't think Brandon AIYUK ever bought back in.
Okay. That's the first part of Uncle Sherm there. That's a lot to unpack right there. He was talking about the fragility of the position. He mentioned the fact that BA, like I said, was the fourth option, and but he still was our high target, top 5 in the league, and put up some very, very good numbers in that contract year. That's the year we went to the Super Bowl. We go to the Super Bowl, and they targeting Debo 11 times to Brandon AIYUK's 4, and I think Juwan Jennings 3 or 4, in which Juwan Jennings was setting up. He probably was going to be the Super Bowl MVP that game. Not to mention the touches to Christian McCaffrey and everybody. And then on that pivotal play that, you know, I have run ad nauseum, but others still want to see that thing and still say, I hear, you know, it's Brock's fault. If he could have done something, he could. I ran the play back. I said, guys, look at this play. We got to calm down. Let me run this back, because it's pivotal that we go over this play, because this is the play. This was the overtime play. We had ran 6 runs and 6 passes to get down there. Do I have it? I don't know if I do. Is it in my Movati screen recorder? Sure. Brock, where's Super Bowl play? Say Super Bowl play. Super Bowl play. I think I done ran the tape off on it. Did it have real tape? I'll keep looking for that play. But the way the play was designed, it was going to the weak side. Brock turns to the weak side after a fake to CMC. CMC's on one side, BA's on one side, and Brandon AIYUK is going to be open, but nobody decided to block the 300+ pound, 6'5" defensive player of the year, biggest day, and he was on Brock like white on rice and a glass of milk and a paper plate in a snowstorm. And Brock just chucked it. He did. He had to just chuck it. He had to get rid of it. Where's my play at here? And BA felt some kind of way. I mentioned, you know, in our talk, he was really distraught, more so than everybody else, when they were having exit interviews. And I know, I mean, I know that kid was just hurt, man. He was broken. He was crying when he was doing his exit interview, just talking about the game. I don't think anybody took it harder than Brandon AIYUK. I will say that. And that being said, I was the biggest Brandon AIYUK advocate ever. All right, here we go. I was a big Brandon AIYUK guy. I led the charge for him paying it. I ran the numbers and looked at his market value. I came up with my own way you value a receiver, a breakdown. I looked at the highest paid receivers, broke down their productivity via PFF, via the stats, touchdowns, interception, touchdowns, yards, and catch completions and targets. And looking at it, he was on par with CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson as far as that they were all in the same neighborhood. So I was like, well, you got to pay this kid because he's right there. You know, he's right there. So And we did. We wound up paying him. Now there was rumbling that he was going to go to Pittsburgh.
All right.
He was going to go, and
the Patriots were in there too a little bit, I believe.
I had heard the Patriots. I hadn't confirmed Patriots, but I had heard them. Where's my telestrator? This is best on the telestrator. Come on, where it at? I had it. I should just play it. It's the winning Super Bowl. It says Super Bowl final play. Here it is. Put it on my telestrator here. Let's open that thing up. Sharing the screen. Go to this. All right. Can everybody see that? This is that final play. It is 19-19. It is overtime. Brock has drove us down 76 yards. The ball's on the 7 or the 9. No, maybe the 7.5, 8 yard line. And it is 3rd and 4 for the first down. I'll slow it all down. Going to 25%. We got motion with Christian McCaffrey in the slot. We got Kittle on the front side on the boundary. The snap, the fake, and then Brock's looking. This play is designed to go here. It is designed to go here. What is happening is Brandon Ayuk is up top, and he's left his guy in the dust. BA is coming down on a little curl, making it would have been a perfect pick play because Christian McCaffrey's man is here, and this is how this is supposed to work. Because Debo is making so much traffic on the inside, his man that is covering him, who's covering CMC, is going to get cut off right here. CMC is wide open to the field side, and that would have been 6 there. But this is BA here, and he has beaten his man. As you see, his hips are turned, and it is time for BA to burn. Right? We've got the snap. Let me clear this up. We go. Now, Brock is looking to the design side with Jawan Jennings is going to run as a choice China, or what we call a jerk route. The jerk route, because he lines up on the inside, he's going to favor to a slant, double back, and he's cutting that thing out this way. One of my favorite plays. I love the jerk route because the guy that's on it looks like a jerk. And as you see, he's got a handful of jersey as well, but we're neither here nor there. The problem with all of this is, and I'm going to go in blue here, nobody decides to block the defensive player of the year. As you see, McKivitz is turned out. Who was the kid here? Not Bruntsfield. His name is we traded him, or we got rid of Spencer Burford. Spencer Burford is picking up the inside blitz. Everybody's occupied here, and this guy's 88 out the gate. Chris Jones is 88 out the gate. He's on Brock already. As you see, Brandon Ayuk still isn't open yet. Now he's open, but look at where Brock is looking, and look at Chris Jones on top of him now. Now everybody's gonna say, "Oh, Brandon Ayuk, oh, he was wide open. How could you miss? Man, this decision was made. Can everybody see that? But please, I'm not crazy, am I? This decision was made a second ago by the play design. See, Brandon ain't open yet. He's not open yet. And Brock is looking this way to the choice China route or the jerk route, right? Y'all see? Please give me a thumbs up. Is everybody seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Please. Because I get people who still are arguing me down. Brock just missed him. Brock, he's sorry. He can't play. but y'all see, as I slow this down, this guy's unchecked. Chris Jones is unchecked, and he's on my guy who's turned this way. Where's my white? I like white. He's turning this way, looking for his first option, which is Jawan Jennings, who was going to be the Super Bowl MVP. You see how he cleared? It's nothing there but green grass and opportunity, but the ball's already gone. And now BA is finally in the end zone after the ball is gone. Yeah, he's open, but the ball's gone. Can anybody? I'm not getting no thumbs up. I'm preaching more than y'all amen. And can you just say something in the chat? Ellison, do you see what I see?
I see you. I'm with you.
Okay. But that's what happened, and we're going to carry the play out. He just had to let it go. That thing was open. It was open. If we get one block, that is a touchdown. I know Brock is deadly accurate. He would have hit him in stride. And that one hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
But even with that, we come and Jake Moody, who missed an extra point earlier, comes in and kicks the field goal. So we're ahead. We just got to stop the Chiefs. And now it was incumbent upon our defense to bring it on home. But that didn't happen. It didn't happen that way. But Brock got you the lead after regulation. I have to say that. And even Jake Moody kicked the field goal, and he was successful. But we're neither here nor there. And right. Brandon, you were open after he threw the ball. And the play was designed to go to Jawan Jennings. I didn't call that play. The general manager didn't call that play. I didn't block that play. I won't dare, but I know from this design and the turn of Brock that it was designed to go there. There was one person calling plays. We know who calls plays in San Francisco, do we not? Anybody?
Yeah, those cows.
Okay. I can't get no amens in here. It's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Amen.
I got you.
Amen. All right. And Richard Sherman alludes to that. And he said, after that, it's a Super Bowl fester. It hurts. It continuously hurts on the off season. And then we come contract time, and they're giving him the runaround, as they have done with every free agent.
Sure.
But I will say this, Christian McCaffrey ain't had to do nothing, but I think he held out like a day, and he said he was going to get ready for the wedding. I was in Ellison's wedding, y'all. It don't take it don't take the man to do that.
No.
We get the tuxes and we show up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you better look nice.
Yeah.
It don't take all that. But Christian McCaffrey that's a quiet holdout. Yeah. We just shut up, baby. Whatever cake you want, baby. Yeah, But nonetheless, Brandon's upset about hearing that we were potentially going to trade him to either Pittsburgh or New England. You said was a candidate. Yeah. I know about Pittsburgh. I didn't really hear that much about New England. But at the final hour, he signs the contract, $130 million. I think 50 or 60 of which was guaranteed.
Right.
Can
I
go ahead?
Say this real quick? And I know from our own transactions and discussions with free agents in Washington, when free agency goes down and they're about to pay you, those negotiations are not always not always the best,
Oh, they
and
brutal.
they can get a little spicy.
They're brutal.
And we learned that with Terry McLaurin last year. We gave him a new deal, and I just it's just my estimation because Richard Sherman gave his, and he started with two words that me and you started this whole conversation with. He started with "I think," so he's just like me and you. He doesn't know either, but he gave his opinion on what he believes. So I think not just the Super Bowl play. I know that's a factor, and some people bring that up. I don't think that's the main factor. I think that's a byproduct of some other things. I personally believe, outside looking in, there was something done and said in those contract negotiations that rubbed him the wrong way. I do.
Probably.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Um, and something money will not be able to solve.
Yeah.
So I think he still signed a contract because I always say, no matter what league you in NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, get your bread, sign your deal, and then you can force your way out after that if you need to. Get your money
Okay.
first. Then, if you have to force your way out, hey, do what you got to do, force your way out, and get your bread first.
Got it.
You got me? Okay, so I think he did that. But I do think there was some things done in those negotiations that no amount of money will be able to fix and solve.
And uh there's an old saying, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you felt that's such a way that no money is going to help this,
Right.
don't accept the money.
That's fair.
Don't
That's
sign.
fair.
We
That's
could have
fair.
ended this
Yeah, sure.
before you signed that contract, but
Sure.
you signed it.
Sure.
Now we're expecting goods and services here. This is, and I guess we come into the part where we differ.
Where we disagree.
Okay.
I hear that, and I'm not disagreeing with you because he did sign the deal. He was offered the deal by the 49ers.
Yes.
Now, he didn't just make up the paperwork and sign it himself and
No, he
held a
signed
gun
it.
up to somebody. Everybody, both parties signed it. Fair. I get that. But both parties have to be at play here too. It's not just, well, Brandon needed to sign, or Brandon signed the contract, so he has to be fair game and be ready to go, and he's locked in now. Like, no, Kyle is still locked into this. John Lynch is still locked into this, and they may not have done what held up their end of the bargain on their side either. So that could be. I don't think it's all Brandon. I don't think it's all BA. I'm not agreeing with some of the things that he's done. I don't agree with the speeding. I don't agree with, got a warrant out for his arrest and he making TikTok. I don't agree with all that. But at the same time, I'm not going to be naive enough to just think that it's all the player. Junior, it was a point in time. I'll give you a perfect example. Do you remember when Chip Kelly was with the Philadelphia Eagles?
Who?
Chip Kelly, when he first got to
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
I remember Crazy Boy. Yeah, we
And
had him too.
And y'all had him too. But when he got to Philadelphia, he started to change some of that roster. He got rid of a few players. One in particular. Do you remember he had an issue with Deshaun Jackson?
Yes.
And after it was all of a sudden, all these rumors came out about Deshaun Jackson being in a gang. He was a Crip. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Never heard anything about it beforehand. Only when Chip Kelly was the coach. Now we got an issue. Now he's a gangster and he's a Crip.
Yeah.
Didn't have any issues in Washington. Didn't have any issues in Tampa. Didn't have any issues with anywhere else that he played. But all of a sudden, he's a gang member in the Crip. Like, we got to stop being naive and always thinking that the franchise, the owners, the GMs, the coaches are always in the right. That's not always true, man. I'm not agreeing with everything BA does. But what I'm saying is, we got to stop taking everything that the organization does as the gospel because they are flesh too. They make mistakes too.
Oh, yeah. Trey Lance. I know that these guys, they blow it, especially when it comes to receivers. I am not so on Ricky P. Ricky P, although he got shot, he was hurt before he got shot, and he was hurt wearing that jersey. These guys mess up totally. I get it. But all I can point out is the things.
But you agree with me though. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, no,
Okay.
everybody makes mistakes and nobody is perfect. There was but one who was, and they kill him for it.
Right. Correct.
But what I'm saying is, from what was reported and what I seen reported, Brandon Ayuk coming out defying the dress code that day for wearing the shorts.
Right.
Brandon Ayuk
Right.
making TikTok videos and Instagram videos. Brandon Ayuk being aloof, and none of the other players saying they even talked to him, or he didn't show up, or I haven't talked to him or seen him. Nobody on the team.
Right.
Nobody said, oh yeah, he here all the time.
Right.
George Kittle said, I would see that guy run 22 miles an hour and stop on a dime. I thought he was ready. And they asked George Kittle, he said, well, what happened? He said, I don't know. He don't talk to me.
No one knows.
He didn't show up for the stuff.
Right.
You know, you just got to come in. And Richard Sherman alludes to this, and this is the second part of Uncle Sherm, y'all. If y'all just indulge me for another, I think what I got on here, 6 minutes 38 seconds here. Let's put this on. Let's put this on. Let me put this on. Because we're going to do an autopsy here. This is what I like to do. This is investigative report. We're doing better than a lot of those garbage guys that people listen to. I got my own Google's machine too there, baby. And I can pull stuff up. I uploads the Espanol. Where that here?
So you guys have a guy out there named Grant Cohn.
Good old Grant.
We have a guy out here. If anybody in 49er land ever hears anything coming from a guy named Chris Russell,
Chris Russell.
Yeah. Now you heard it first. Don't believe
don't believe it.
He is equivalent to Grant Cohn. Okay.
Oh, say no more. Say no more. Say no more. I know that all too well, my brother. Dang, where my stuff at? Come on, man. Where it says Uncle. Let me search it. I really need to change my.
But I see. Shout out to Callie Young. Yeah,
Callie Young in the house. Hey, Callie Young, that's my dude.
Callie Young said 49ers haven't said a word, but BA is doing some weird stuff every day. You're not wrong. I agree with you. But what are the 49ers going to say when he's doing their work for them? You dig what I'm saying? He's doing their work for them. They don't have anything to say. But I ask you this in return. If you see the issue and there is a problem and there is a headache, why is he still there?
And we explored that. I think one of the issues is they don't want to go get their own switch. They don't want to release him to a team and have him get ready to beat us on. I think it's a show of respect, personally, that you so worried about this dude getting there and beating you.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I think another part that's on, and we may get into this afterwards, but I think one thing that people are going to miss here is if he is ultimately released by you guys, no matter if it's today or August or whenever, and he does sign in DC, there's going to be an issue of tampering. I'm telling you now. Somebody's going to bring up the tampering.
I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying somebody's going to bring up the tampering question. What there is, I don't think it's necessarily tampering from our side. I don't think anybody from our front office has talked to him. Has he probably talked to Jaden? Probably so. They're friends. They probably talk about everything. Football, world, life. I mean, they probably have. But there is going to be the question of tampering. I guarantee you there's something to look for if he does ultimately sign with us, which I don't know. No one knows. Just because he mentioned us and puts our logo and everything don't mean we go sign him. I don't know that. But I just wait. I think some tampering stuff may come down the line too if he does come in.
It may, and And that wasn't to San Francisco's doing. That's
Right. And
that
we
was
haven't said
him.
anything either. We haven't said anything either.
Yeah,
We haven't said a word.
but
All this is on BA. But go ahead.
yeah,
It's the
he's doing that.
resentment, the frustration, the anger just kept eating away at him. And even after he got paid, I think the disrespect that he felt from not getting paid initially kept going. It kept eating at him. And when that happens, Mitchell, it's hard. It's hard. Like Chris Richard used to always tell us, because I used to be frustrated. All of us got a little bit of that frustration in us at times, regardless of whatever happens. And you got to carve it out. You got to carve it out of your heart, because it'll eat away at you. It'll affect your performance. It'll affect your health. It'll affect everything. And unfortunately, he gets hurt that season, a few games into the season. And that, with everything else that was already festering and growing and cultivating, it's a recipe for disaster. And then you go into an injury, a dark place with an injury, and a rehab, and all the things that come with rehabbing an injury on top of that. And it's really a recipe for exactly what you're seeing. A bit of an implosion, a bit of a lash out, like not knowing which direction to go and how to get out of this situation. A bit of pride coming in where you don't know how to get out of this situation, but you should be out of this situation. You want to be somewhere else, but it's almost too late, and you kind of boxed yourself into a hole. And now you gotta get reinstated back into the NFL. So you have to apply for reinstatement. And I think that's a bit of humility that I don't think Brandon Ayuk wants to deal with right now. And I know there's all these Commanders fans and all these influencers, and everybody has an opinion of what he should do. And, the 49ers ended minicamp because of Brandon Ayuk. They weren't thinking about it, because he can't come back even if he wanted to. He can't just show up to the facility. He's not on an NFL roster. He's on a did not show up list. You can't just show up to you. You might as well be a fan at that point. You cannot just show up. You're a stranger. It's gonna be that meme of who was it? Jamal Adams, when he went to the Jets facility and he couldn't get in. That's what it's gonna be until he gets reinstated. And then there are a couple other steps that everybody has to agree to. And when that happens, I think the 49ers will likely release him, because they wouldn't want him to come back in the building. They wouldn't want to deal with that. They wouldn't want to deal with that headache. But he has to do that first. And then on top of that, it's not like the 49ers did something horribly wrong by Brandon Ayuk. In my personal opinion, I know a lot of the background and everything that went on. His frustration was, I didn't get the ball enough. I don't think they respect me in the way I think I deserve to be respected. And then the Super Bowl, everything that went on in the Super Bowl just kind of ate at him. So once you get to this point, now everybody's like, well, what did the 49ers do to him? They disrespected him. They didn't. And then you got LaShawn McCoy's like, man, we needed somebody to fight the power like this. I don't know, Shady. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, because they paid him $30 million to catch the football. They paid him $30 million to show up to play receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. Not be owned, not be anything. Like it's pay, goods and services. You get paid for your services. You have to provide the services. Like, you don't get to just get paid and say, I'm not going to play receiver. I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to do whatever I want. You don't get to get paid and then say, hey, I'm not going to rehab with the team, which is fine, which is perfectly fine. You cannot rehab with the team. Many players have done it. But if you do that, you have to show up 4 days earlier than everybody else, Mitchell. 4 days. If everybody else has to show up on the 23rd, you have to show up on the 19th. You know why? Because the team that invested $30 million a year in you wants to evaluate you and see how your rehab has gone. They want to do MRIs. They want to do testing, and they want to do it at a time that 90 other players aren't there, so they can really focus on you. So all the doctors can show you true attention and focus and give you the care and the understanding that you need, so that they can truly understand where you're at in your process. Not because they want to just screw Brandon Ayuk. No, you haven't rehabbed here. We have no idea where you are. You haven't updated us at all. So if you could show up 4 days early, which is protocol, standard for anybody who hasn't rehabbed at the facility, and it's perfectly fine. He didn't do that. So they fined him every day he didn't show up, which is 4 days, $50,000 a day. Mitchell, you're great at math. And then he gave him an avenue to void his guarantees. That's what happened. And now, instead of showing up 4 days early and just getting the evaluation, getting the physical, doing everything you have to do, and just, hey, going about your business, if he went about his business, Mitchell, he'd be $30 million richer. They'd be on the hook. Even if he didn't want to play for the San Francisco 49ers, he'd be like, hey, I showed up, did what I needed to do, was a pro about it. Like, get me out of here. Trade me, please. Even if I have to renegotiate and rehash my contract out with the next team, I don't want to be here. I think that could have happened. But when you don't show up and then everything is a fight and then you don't rehab, like you put yourself behind the 8 ball and it's hard to get out of that. And so now we're in this situation where everybody's like, they shouldn't just hold on to him. Well, they're going to do what's best for them. They're going to do what's best for their franchise in terms of the opponents they're going to see, how they're going to play this season, cap situation, everything. And at some point, they'll release him. If he shows up and gets reinstated and forces their hand, I'm sure that he'll get released that day. And maybe the Washington Commanders pick him up, and AP, Adam Peters, who was with San Francisco when they drafted BA, is going to pick him up, and it's going to be a great relationship. But once you get into this place, it's hard to get out of this mode. So even if you get to Washington, what happens when the ball doesn't go his way a couple times, when things aren't going well, and hey, they're not targeting him, or they doubling him, and he gets frustrated? Like, it can go real bad real fast. And I think that's what George was saying. Like, I don't know if you guys fully understand. Like, it's not all peaches and cream. And that's my say on it, Mitchell.
But
That was a lot said there. I respect his opinion. Um, the notion that all he has to do, well, the reinstatement thing, I think that's not an arduous process. I think that's something that will get done. That's a league thing. I don't think there's not gonna be any issues with that. He'll be reinstated. Um, but the whole notion that all he has to do is just show up and he'll get released, I don't know that. I don't know. I don't think it's that easy. Um, you get out of the car, use your key card, get in the building, go sit down with John and Kyle, and just say, hey, just release me. Okay, pat on the back, shake, handshake, and you're gone. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Because this whole process hasn't been this easy. It was an arduous negotiation to get his new money, his last deal. It was a arduous situation throughout this spring and summer to ultimately get released. So the whole notion of just him just showing up and he'll just get released, I don't think it's going to go that easy. It's not going to be, peaches and cream, smooth
no,
sailing like.
he can't now because he got to get reinstated first.
No, I'm saying after the reinstatement.
Oh, okay.
After he gets reinstated, let's say he talks to Goodell, he talks to the league, and he's reinstated at 2:27 a day, 1 minute, and in another 30 minutes he's gonna go to the facility and try to get released. I don't think he's gonna get released today. I just don't. I think it's going to be some conversations. There's going to be some back and forth, tit for tat, because that's what it's been for the past 2.5, 3 months. So this thing as to where he just shows up and just ultimately gets released on, the minute after he walks in the door, I just don't think that's going to happen.
Callie has a question. After BA
Yeah.
doing all this, does Washington still want him?
I don't know. I'm not Adam Peters. I'm not in the organization. What I'll say is a lot of teams do a lot of things to win football games, and they will sign players who have sketchy pasts and who have had situations in the past just to win a football game. I think I saw Greg Hardy get signed by the Dallas Cowboys. That's some incidents he had. So anybody would do anything to win. So I don't know if if he comes to DC, he comes to DC. It is what it is. Um, and if he acts up here, well, first and foremost, if he does come here, it's gonna be a 1 year deal. Nothing's gonna be really guaranteed, and it's gonna be, hey, if you act up, you out the door. That's first
Okay.
and foremost. If he comes here, I don't know if it's a foregone conclusion that he will be, but what Richard said about him just walking into the door, walking into the building, and just getting released, I don't think it's gonna work that easily as he thinks it's gonna work out. Um, some other things, another thing that he said is Yes, he rehabbed on his own. A lot of people do that. A lot of guys
Yeah.
do that during the off season. BA is not the first and won't be the last. So I'm not gonna hold that against him. But I think he went in his diatribe about it was a contract, it was Super Bowl, it was a contract, and he signed a deal, and all of a sudden he just started showing up. He, just like you and me, don't know what happened in between that time. Like I said, I believe it was some issues in those negotiations during the deal that was said and was done that he felt a little bit disrespected, a lot disrespected to the onus of him not wanting to be a part of the organization again. And
But
I don't think,
but if you feel, and we just got to look at the timeline.
yeah,
If you're that insulted,
right.
if
Why
it's
sign the
if
deal?
it's that bad,
Why sign the deal?
don't sign the deal.
But Jordan,
Don't take their money.
but I can come to you with this. Like I said before, lock into your money because I see it in the NBA all the time. And I see it in the NHL all the time. I see it in the MLB all the time. And the issue there is guaranteed contracts. So you sign your deal, you force your way out. This is the only way guys can still force and still have power over their own situation. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's the reality of sports today. I'm gonna get my money and then force my way out to somewhere else. But the
Okay.
same issue that you brought to me, why sign the deal, is the same issue I can bring to you, Junie. If it's a problem and an issue, and he's a headache, why is he still part of your organization? I'm looking at our lads right now. He is still part of the organization. He is on a leave list or whatever it is, whatever list that they make up, because all these teams
It's a
make up
left list. He
left team
left
list.
the team.
So, but he still is a part of the. He's under your umbrella, just like a secretary in the front office is, just like a nutrition specialist is. He's still a part of that
He
49er
is
organism.
associated with the San Francisco
Right.
49ers.
So to
Yes.
get rid of that headache, move on. That's my question. What you took his money away? He's been in trouble. He's making TikTok videos. He might be on Dancing with the Stars next week. I don't know what the man is going to do, but he's been an issue and a headache for you guys for the last year and a half. Move on. I told you this long time ago, and you know this verbatim. I said whenever a star or any kind of player asks out, I don't care if he's about to be a Hall of Famer one day. I don't care if he has 2 years in the league. If someone comes to your office and says, "I want out," move on, because it's only going to be a headache down the line.
Yep.
It's only going to be a headache down the line. And if it's a big time player, if it's Trent Williams like it was with us, or if it's LaMelo Ball like it was today, move on because it's just going to be a headache. You may take a PR hit at first. Some fans are not going to like the decision that you made, but they're not going anywhere. So relieve yourself of the headache of the situation and move on and continue on with the upcoming 26 season. That's where I'm at with it. Both sides are wrong. I'm not going to put the onus on BA. I'm not going to put the onus on Kyle and Lynch. I'm going to put the onus on everybody. But I see from the outside looking in, it's all BA. He done lost his mind. He need to be in a mental institution. Like, what is he doing? No one knows what Kyle and John did. No one. And that's what bugs me. I'm not saying what he did is right. I'm not saying I agree with everything BA is doing is right. But no one, not me, not you, not Richard Sherman, not anybody else knows what happened to prompt BA to do what he's doing or has been doing for the past couple months. No one knows that. So I have to reserve my right to say it's all on BA when I don't know that fact. No one knows. And you go ahead.
The man signed a contract.
He did. I get it.
You supposed to do whatever they say do
I
and
don't know about
hit.
all that.
Okay. Well, if that's if you don't believe in honoring the contract and the stipulations beside the contract, then I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's not the fact that I don't agree with.
Let me let you look at this real quick. These kids sign contracts here.
We can't equate.
We're just talking about honoring a contract. These kids signed 30. That they might make $30,000 this year. This is how we go to work. This is what you do.
Yeah.
And some of them don't come home, Ellison.
I agree.
For $30,000, Some of these kids will lose their lives. I work with this every day. I have lived this every day. You man up and you go and do what the hell you got to do, especially for $30 million. We don't play that around here. You be a man. You be a man and honor the damn contract.
I disagree, and I tell you why I disagree.
Well,
I disagree. I'm not.
Don't ever have a business.
I'm not aspiring to have a business. That's first and foremost.
Okay.
But I'll say this: it takes two to tango, and just because he signed that deal doesn't mean that he has to honor and obey everything that the party has him or wants him to do. Just like both sides signed the deal. So if I'm gonna be amicable, you need to be amicable.
No. The 49ers created the deal and had stipulations in the deal. This is what we expect of you for this money, goods and services.
Yeah.
This is what we expect of you. If this happens, this needs to happen. If it doesn't, we got an issue. I got, it's a dude. I got Aptive coming over in a couple of weeks. Aptive is my exterminator, right?
Yeah.
I signed a contract with him and I paid them handsomely every month to come over and spray the outside of the house and the confines in the inside of the house. If they don't, I got an issue with you because I'm paying you to do exactly what that contract said to do. Now, if you're having a bad day, that's totally on you, but I need my contract honored because I'm paying you that money. Now, an injury took place. Injuries take place in my business as well. People break legs. People get shot. People get killed. But these kids honor the damn contract. You're paid handsomely to show up and get rehab or just show up and give meetings or whatever it is you do for $30 million, $50 million or whatever. And you come to me and tell me, well, I just ain't feeling it. My feelings a little hurt. Well, and no problem. You're not getting any money, but you don't just get to do what you want to do there, young Johnny. I can't have anarchy. I just can't have it.
I agree. Not
I can't hear you. Go ahead. I think I hear you now. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you good.
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. But I had somebody call me, my bad. I think both sides, when you sign a deal, both sides have to be amicable in it. And just because I signed a deal doesn't mean, yes, I need to provide services and goods. Fair. But on the other side of those deals, not everything is guaranteed. And as easily as they signed me, and as easily as I signed it, they can get rid of me at any point in time. Now, go ahead.
They can, and that's why they're in a union.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why the NFL Players Union is supposed to step in and say, this kid got hurt. I don't care. He wants to rehab.
Right.
And do whatever. He waived the NFL Players Union. Yes.
Yeah, he did.
So this is VA doing that. The organization ain't do that.
I get that, but the NFLPA isn't necessarily the strongest union in the world either. So I don't know how much they would have done for him, even if he wanted them to help him.
They would have. At least they would have spoke up. I mean, we can't speculate that it wouldn't have worked, but you should. That is at your disposal to do that, because this has never happened. Nobody gets their stuff voided.
But even if he told the team, the NFLPA, to void my money, void my guarantees, and not to come help me, that's a more signal to say I don't want to be here. I just want to be gone.
Okay. And he's sending all that signal. Yeah.
And he sent that signal. But at the same time, I think that uh, I'm an NBA guy, so
They get guaranteed
they get
contracts.
guaranteed contracts,
You
and
play, you get your money.
you play in a different sport where the contracts are partially guaranteed, and you're playing in a sport where you could be catastrophically done in one play, and as easily as that could happen, as easily as your ass can be cut for not doing what the contract said you were provided the team to do.
Yep.
But you also have situations to where you're not getting along with the coach. You're not getting along with the position room. You're not getting along with owners, whatever the situation may be. As long as you're holding a standard for that player, just because he signed a deal, you're holding him to a standard to a T. If you're going to hold that man to a standard or that player to a standard, you got to hold both sides to a standard. Or the 49ers or the Commanders or anybody else holding are we holding them to a standard as well? Are they abiding by those contracts as well? Just because a player signed a deal doesn't mean that teams go operate with throughout the transparency of that deal to a T. If that player is not showing up and not doing what he's going to do or supposed to do on the field after you signed the deal and you thought he was going to do it, they can easily get rid of you.
Yeah, they know how to do that. Yeah,
they know how to do that. They know how to finagle their way.
They know how to cut him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we signed a bad. We signed a bad deal. Let's cut him.
Let's cut him. So if you can remedy yourself out of that situation, you can pat the team on the back for doing a great job. Hey, you got rid of him. I gotta hold or give BA or any player some leeway in that situation because your money's not guaranteed and you're playing a different sport. You're playing a tougher sport. You're playing a harder sport where your longevity is not valid for a long period of time. So yes, it's a contract. Should he abide by it? Sure. But both sides have to abide by it as well. It's not just one side. It never has been and never will be.
That's the basis of the contract. It's a covenant. I am paying you to do what this says. And if you get hurt, I need you to do what this says.
Okay.
If you don't, then I don't know another way to say it. I need my money back.
I get you. I get you. Do you know what a letter of intent is? Do you know what that is?
It's a letter of intent. Yes. People sign them and then they say, hey man, now I'm going to the U.
It is also a contract.
It is, but the confines of the contract stipulate if you can wiggle up out of there.
Absolutely, because it's a 1-year contract. So, example, you have all these coaches and they come to, let's say you got a kid and they come to the house and he's a 5-star player and they want him to sign this letter of intent to come to Miami or Rutgers or whatever the situation may be.
Come to the U.
If he's not playing up to the standards that they had for him, they can easily get rid of it. They came to the man's house, the kid's house. They talked to the parents. They smoothed them. They had him on recruiting trips. They kissed him on the butt. They had him on the back. They did everything they had to do to get him there.
Oh, yeah.
But if he's not abiding by standards up to that 1-year deal, I can easily get rid of you. Or if you do abide to the standards, let's say it's basketball, you're averaging 10, 12 points a game as a freshman. You're doing pretty good. But now you go, you look into the offseason, your coach and everybody's going into the transfer portal. We're going to get another kid from Vanderbilt or wherever to replace you. Easily get rid of that deal. Are they honoring that contract? Are they honoring what they said in your house?
If that contract said we will not cut you, we will not do anything detrimental to you, then no, they're not honoring the contract. The contract just simply says, I'm giving you this for this year. That's what the contract say.
I get that. I understand it. There's no disagreement in signing a deal.
You sign the deal. You got to do what you do.
But I believe in most instances, we always, as fans of our teams, we look at the players and say, well, yeah, he signed the deal. and he didn't apply by standards of the deal. If that what the deal said, that what the deal said. Well, the team abide by the standards of the deal. We never looked at that. We never examined that. We never examined what happens in the locker room. We never examined what happens in the meeting room. We never examined, and all that is encompassed in a deal. All that is encompassed in behavior and detrimental to the team. All is that is encompassed in a contract. Now, it's not just one-sided because there's not one person that signed the deal. It's two parties.
Yeah, they made the contract up. They said this is the stipulation. They're the lender.
Have you not seen teams that have gone against their own contracts in a certain way? They have reached out of bounds of their own contracts and done a player or an employee wrong.
If you do that, now you're opening up for arbitration. You didn't honor your contract.
Right. So has that happened?
But I guess
I'm not saying with the 49ers. I'm just saying, period. Has that happened before?
I'm sure it has. I'm sure somebody did something shady or something like that. But
right. So all I'm saying is we don't know the inner work. We don't know what the contract says. All we saying is, hey, he signed a contract. Hey, just show up. I don't know what the hell's in that contract. Neither do you. Nobody in the comments do either. We don't know. But
listen, all the contracts say you're a receiver, catch the ball, show up.
No, I think it's more than that.
And be good.
It don't just say those 5 or 6 things to sign up for $100 or $30 million. I think it says a little bit more.
Yeah, Ellison, but it's 1,582 free agents or independent contractors.
Yeah.
Emphasis on contract in the National Football League. You sign it, you're supposed to do what that team that contract has stipulated. If you don't, they're either going to hold money back or just get rid of you or Keyshawn you or something else. That's the basis of a contract. You signed for $130 million, 50 of which was guaranteed. We gave you your guarantee. Now, to get the rest of this, you need to adhere to what we said in this contract.
Right.
That's how it worked.
Yeah.
How is B.A. Kirk Flood?
No, he's not Kirk Flood. No.
Yeah, you just ain't doing what the hell the contract say. You're not adhering to what the contract says, and I ain't got no love.
Okay.
Cause
so why is he still there?
He done left the team. He ain't here.
That's not
he got to apply for reinstatement.
No matter if he's in California, if he's in DC, if he's in no matter where he is, he's still part of your organization. So why is he still there?
Okay, if he's part of the organization,
why is he still there?
The reason why I guess they not giving him what he wants because you didn't give me what I want. So why should I give you what you want?
So we spiteful then. And Cali,
let's just go ahead and say if that works for you, we're going to be spiteful because you screwed us, took our money, talking bad about us, saying we stupid and we're parts of a female's anatomy, and you'd rather be with this team. Well, okay, well let me show you yourself.
Let's go tit for tat.
Let's go ahead and do that.
So
let's go ahead and do that.
We acknowledge his spitefulness. Okay. And for Cali, why didn't he fight for his money? Because he wants to be gone. I don't know how much simpler and plain I can say that. He wants out. If a person is willing to give back money, that means they don't want to be a part of your situation. It is that simple. He doesn't want to be there. I know it's hard for people to believe, you gave back a certain amount of money. How could you do it? Oh my God, I would never do that. I'm not him, you're not him. He don't give a shit about that money. My bad, I mean, he don't care.
No. It's perfectly
he wants
fine.
To be gone.
It's obvious he don't. It's obvious he don't. And more power to him. But I tell you what, it's consequences and repercussions
for sure.
For you just trying to weasel out
I don't think
and
it's
be
what
a
he wants.
petulant child
I don't
about
think
something because
You
you
can't-
couldn't
you can't
because
say-
you couldn't man up and be a grown man and be a professional.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not
So
gonna say
let
that.
me.
I'm not gonna question the man. I'm not gonna question his man.
I'm doing it.
Well, you can do it. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is,
I'm doing it.
I don't know what was said and done in between those. I don't know what happened to make him feel the way he's feeling. And I think that's a fair question for me, a fair statement for me to say.
He in his feelings. I wish we could. I wish we could. Why don't he tell everybody instead of getting on what the TikTok video or instead of getting on Instagram and doing all this dumb stuff, just tell us what it is so we can move on. But he don't do that. He just acts out. He just drives past the facility at 104 miles an hour.
But can I tell you why?
Go ahead.
Can I give you a reason as to why I don't think he will do that? Because they already put him on the leave list or whatever it is.
He left the team.
They left the team. I keep forgetting that. He left the team. They could say, hey, we're going to put you, or give you contract detrimental to the team now. We're going to start this whole cycle again for another 30, 60 days. If you come out and say something against us again. They could do that too. You don't know what these organizations will do when they have the pen, when they have the power of the commissioner behind it. It's all 32.
And who gave them that power?
The players.
Yeah. So it's on BA.
No,
he's the player.
Plural.
You gave him that power.
No, the union gave him that power, not the player. Player is singular. The players is plural. There's multiple players in the union. The union
and he's one of them. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, and he didn't file his grievance with the union. It's all on BA.
No, he wants out. I'm not gonna put it all on BA. If you want to put 65% of it, 70% on BA, I'm with you. Once you start talking about 95, 100% on BA, nah, because I don't know what the other side has done because of past experiences I've seen around the league. If you don't think teams will obviously do shady stuff behind the scenes, go just ask Brian Flores if they don't do shady stuff. Go ask Deshaun Jackson. Go ask numerous players that have played in the league in the past, currently, what teams will do to get rid of you, to get a player in, to trade a player. We don't know. We give the owners, we'll put the onus on the player all the time, which bugs the hell out of me. When you come to find out a coach has done something, a GM has done something, and it's just like, where's all the anger and animosity towards a coach or a GM or a front office personnel person? Like, what are we doing here? We always, as fans, want to castigate and knock a player, which is crazy to me. I don't get it. It's not always the player's fault.
In this particular instance, BA is doing all of this to himself by not just showing up, by not filing his grievance, by not.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
And I want you to be genuine with me. Let's just say he gets reinstated today, and he gets in his car and he drives to the facility. What happens next? Since it's so easy, he can just get released just by showing up. What happens?
No, I don't. He might get suspended. I don't know what might happen.
This is what I'm talking about. Now we don't know what will happen, but you just want the man to just show up and do it. What are we doing?
Man. No, Ellison, this all occurred 5 or 10 dominoes behind, man. He did all of this.
But that gets to my initial point. It had 5 or 6 dominoes ahead of it, but we only know 1 or 2. We don't know the other 3. We think we do. We don't know.
What we do know is he did not show up. And then he didn't file his grievance. And he let them void the contract.
Because he wants out. That's an easy
question. You want out, you're out. But you're not getting to go to somebody else, especially a team that we're playing next year. No, you don't get that.
And as easily as you want him to come out.
If that's the case, anybody just can walk in and just say, hey, you know something, I feel like, I want to wear pink slippers to the if you sign a contract with Nike and you want to rock Adidas, you can do it all you want.
Yeah.
But now You voided my contract here.
Right,
I'm not
sure.
giving you any money.
Right. I get that.
I'm not doing it.
Right. So you're insinuating that the 49ers, when they after they signed the deal, did everything to a T to abide by that contract. Is that what you're saying? Without even looking at the contract, and without knowing what happened after the signing of the contract up until now. You saying that they abided by each and everything on that contract. Are you saying that to me right now?
If they didn't, you file your grievance and say you're not honoring my contract.
Why should I do that after you've already said I'm not going to be part of the organization going forward? Just let me go.
Because of the 5 dominoes prior to this, you not showing up. Everybody talking, everybody saying he ain't show up. We don't know. He ain't show up.
Exactly.
You supposed to show up.
Exactly. He is
this for your rehab. Show up.
But why is he not showing up? No one knows.
I don't.
Exactly.
You gotta ask him.
No, we have to ask. We have to ask Kyle and John also. We have to.
So you're saying they prevented him from just showing up? It's on the 49ers to make him show up?
I am saying that they are preventing
for
him.
Rehab?
I am saying what I've said from the beginning. Any franchise out here, whether it's 49ers, the Commanders, the Eagles, the Cowboys, no matter who it is, when they want to get back at you for whatever reason, they can and they will. That's what I'm saying.
He's saying, of course, of course, homie is defending AIYUK right now. If he didn't want to go to the Commanders, would you say the same?
I would, and I wish you would come on here. I previously stated about 30 minutes ago, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to be, for the most part, have the back of a player. No matter if he's coming to DC or if he's going to play in Anchorage, Alaska, I could care less. He's not. It's like having asking a girl out or trying to get a girl, man. She say no. I can't miss what I never had. He's not in DC. So why am I worried about it right now? I'm looking at the whole transparency and the whole the totality of everything going on. Let me say this. If he's this much of a problem, if he's this much of a problem and this much of a headache, and he's giving you all these issues, why is he still on your? I'm looking at ESPN right now. Our lad is on the second screen. I have another screen here as well. Why is he still part of your organization if he's understandably naive and just lost his mind and just out of this world crazy? Why is he still part of your team then?
Because we want him, E. we want to make him ours. Am I losing? Hey man, when you sign for $30 million. If you give me 5, just tell me where to be. You know, I'm gonna throw my stuff back up again right quick for y'all. Hey man, this is what I did. I signed a contract for 4 years to do this for a living, and I did not make $30 million. I did not make $100 million. You understand what I'm saying? You honor your contract. You do what the Bible calls your reasonable service. If you're in covenant with something, you do what the hell you supposed to do. If not, well, you're gonna have to suffer some ramifications and repercussions.
Hey, let me just say this. Wolfie, please come on. I know you're in the comments. Just please come on.
Is that my man Wolfie? Yeah, Wolfie, where you been? He let 26 million go, dude. With no fight, no public response, no defense. He knows, bro. He knows.
He knows. Yeah.
Like Wolfie, boy, Wolfie, get on there. Rigo says, go ahead.
No, let me just answer Wolfie real quick. Yes, there's no fight because he wants out. He wants to be let go. I mean, how easily do I have to give that answer? Like, why can't nobody believe that answer? There's no fight. He asked the PA not to get involved. He voided the contract with no no pushback at all. He just wants to be gone.
Okay,
that's the answer. There's no mathematical equation to it. He wants to be out. He gone, what, bro. What does he know, bro? He just wants to be gone, bro. That's what it is. That's it.
And his wish is our command. He is gone. He is not in the facility, and he has to apply for reinstatement. Oh, now, do you mean gone or you mean released? He wants to be released.
Cut, all the same thing. He wants to be gone
Oh,
from the organization.
Well. Now we got to make this. Now this becomes advantageous for the San Francisco 49ers. If you do want to be released, you need to go through the proper channels to get your release.
Hey, but there is no cap hit. Where's the cap hit? They've ordered the money. They already took a cap.
Oh yeah, I can't agree with Ellison on that. Giving all these problems and get rid of them. I know it's probably gonna be a chat hit or whatever, but I don't want them on your team. Let them go. Let it go like another love TKO.
Let them go.
It ain't on the team, but we're not gonna give a team. We're not going, and I can understand for 49ers as well.
I can too.
I totally sympathize. I am not giving him away to a team that I'm playing, and that be detrimental. That is going to get your own switch. Let
me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What is the benefit of having him under your umbrella right now? What is the benefit of all this? What is the positive in your favor in this whole ordeal?
There's no upside.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
There's no upside to it. There's no upside to him. He's disgruntled. He's a problem for you. He's making TikTok videos. He has a warrant for his arrest. All these things are going on. He's horrible.
You still won't let him go. Huh?
Oh, he let go. He's just not released.
No, of the team. You talking about?
No. He's not gonna. I tell you, it ain't no upside. It ain't no upside. But I'm damn sure not giving no downside. I'm not giving him to another team that I'm going to play.
What do you think you get back? You think you'll get a trade for him?
I'm probably not. Don't nobody want to mess with this crazy dude. He want to go to the Commanders, right?
He does.
That's what he want to do. He want to go to the Commanders. I'm not letting you go.
Who said we're going to sign him? Who said that?
I'm not letting you go to the Commanders. We play them.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
So he's a headache. Okay. So
no.
Let's just say he does come to Washington. Okay. No matter if you release him today or release him the day before the season, he ultimately may be with us or may not be with us. He'll be free after that, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's wait till after the game.
Okay, let's wait. After what game?
When we play y'all.
So you can wait that long? If you wait to the season. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right.
Then we ain't got to worry about him
now
giving you all our trade secrets.
Okay. All right.
With his issue, no one is touching him. I wouldn't.
I disagree with it. Hey man, we got a quarterback in Cleveland right now that is scheduled to be the starter with a multitude of lawsuits that came with him a few years ago. So you just can't say, well, teams won't do anything to win or won't sign a player or they're not touching this player. Hey man, I won't say that at all. No, I'm not gonna say that at all, man. This is the NFL. And if you can play, it will find a way. Someone will find a way to take a chance on you. If you can
obviously the Commanders got him on tap, and they want him as bad as he wanted to be there. But you're not doing that.
We haven't came out and said anything. So
you ain't said it, but obviously from him. His destination is the Commanders.
Let me get this straight. You're not gonna believe him from what he said about not voiding anything he said on his end. You're not gonna believe him. Everyone's gonna believe what the organizations put out and said, or what they see on Facebook or X or whatever. You're gonna believe the team. But now you're going to believe him just because he pulled a football out or a hat that has Commanders on it, and he wants to be in Washington. Now we can believe all that. Who knows what that man wants to do? I know one thing. He wants to be out of San Francisco.
Okay.
So as much as you bring up the manhood issue and saying he has to abide by the deal and be a man, you signed the deal. Come bring your ass to work. Be a man. Let the man go, and we'll solve our issues on the football field if you're about that. And if you're not about that, maybe this is not the job for you. Maybe this is not the occupation for you.
That's not how winners win. I'm not just giving you a good player to
How you
who
know
has,
he's good?
who has
Everybody keeps saying the man is he has he's had a beef knee and his knee catastrophically he's hurt.
yeah.
He'll never be the same again. If he's not never gonna be the same again, and you don't want a part of him anymore, he's not the player he was. He's washed up. Let him go. You can't say the same thing. He's washed up. He's this and he's that. He's not what he
We
used to
didn't
be.
say
But
that.
we can't give you a player. We're not gonna just give you a player.
We
It can't be both ways.
didn't say that.
You just said it.
No,
You just said it.
I just said we're not giving you a good player. That's what I said.
So he's still a good player in your eyes.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Okay. But I'm hearing from your fan base that the knee is gone and he's not going to be the same again. And he hasn't played in 2 years. He's done, bro, and all this other crap. Like, it can't be both ways. He can't be good and be washed up at the same time. Like, what are we doing?
He got knowledge though. He know how this offense works, and I ain't giving him to another team. I ain't giving him to the Seahawks. I ain't giving him to the Commanders. I ain't giving him to LA. I ain't giving him to the Eagles. I ain't giving him to nobody. If you don't want to be an adult, if you don't want to man up on your contract, you just gonna sit.
That's Kyle and John Lynch and BA. All of them. If you're not gonna be a man and move on from this entire situation, then I question your manhood. All three of you. Not just one, all three.
I can understand you ain't going to get your own switch. I'm not messing. I'm counting this one as a win, and we're not going to just openly giving this a loss.
You are being spiteful as much as a baby mama that's about to bleach her ex-man clothes. That's what this is.
I'm somebody who will not give a gun to somebody I have a beef with.
But the gun has been shooting you in the leg for the past 3 months.
That gun ain't did nothing. That gun just set. He ain't been here a year. When did he get hurt? Was it last year?
No, it was the year before.
Year before last.
He didn't see the field last year.
He ain't did nothing. We don't even need him, but he ain't gonna hurt me.
You don't.
But he ain't gonna hurt. He ain't gonna hurt me.
We don't need him, but he ain't gonna hurt me. That don't
he
make
ain't gonna
sense.
hurt me. Yeah, that's what it is.
That doesn't make any sense.
That makes plenty of sense. He ain't gonna hurt me.
No, it don't. Look, man. All I've ever said, and I want to make this point clear. I understand where you're coming from. I understand where 49ers.
What up, Forever Faithful?
I understand where 49ers fans are coming from. I get it. I understand. He didn't abide by the deal, didn't abide by the contract. Yeah, I'd be spiteful and vengeful too. I get it. But I also get the player side too. And there's so many times throughout history in the NFL that will tell you not every team, not every GM, not every coach always does things on the up and up.
No,
So
they don't.
I'm never ever going to outright believe a team just because it's my team. You know how many times my team has been in the wrong for doing something? When the whole fan base has been against the player, when it was actually the team that messed up. So that's all I caution people with. We don't know everything going on. I don't, you don't, Wolfie don't, Unc don't, no one knows. But John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, and Brandon AIYUK, those are the only ones that truly know what has transpired. I will never, ever always believe.
Yeah, there's got to be something that triggered him to act the way he does.
Yes.
He felt some kind of way at something said, something done, something borrowed, something blue, something triggered him to just go buck wild crazy and
here we go.
Start
we will gloss over. See, that's where we're going. We will gloss over. We go gloss over what the team may have done. You just said it in your statement, right?
I just said it. I said something had to been done for him to go buck wild crazy.
Okay. All right.
Right? It's something that was done for him to say, I don't want to be here no more. Take back the money. I'm done. You know.
Yeah. But we can't gloss over that. That's the whole premise of this whole hour and a half. we can't just gloss over
and he felt some kind. I get it. He feels some kind of way. They said something about his mama. I don't know what it was. I really don't. But Ellison, for 130 million, you need to do what these people say do.
And the team does also. Because I didn't sign the deal by myself.
The team already done gave you the contract and the money, and the team establishes the standard. This is what needs to happen. It's not their role to if the contract didn't say, hey, look, play patty cake with me, you got to tickle my butt. I want blue M&Ms. It don't say do all that.
Right.
So you hit that field every chance you get there, and you be the best professional you possibly can be. And when we have meetings, be on time. When it's like an employee handbook, dude. You people doing this for 50,000.
Yeah. So let me. It gets back to the question I asked you about 45 minutes ago. Do you think, in your heart of hearts, that the team abided by everything in their contract to a T and didn't go outside of bounds through this whole process?
They paid that man that money. That's the contract. I'm paid for goods and services. They paid. Therefore, you do. You not the borrower here, dude. This ain't well, it's a covenant, but this ain't an even thing. We pay for this. This is what you give me. If you get hurt, come to the facility 4 days before everybody else is due to report.
I'm glad
you don't have to rehab here. But I do need my people to look at you and examine you. That's the contract. You gotta do what the Bible says, your reasonable service. If you don't do that, well, we're withholding the money.
So do you think that they abided by everything to a T in that contract?
Obviously they did, because the man got the money. And then he voided out. Ellison, they are paying you to do this.
Okay.
That's their job.
Okay.
It's not to. I don't. Did it get rough during contract negotiations? Yes. That's why they tell players, get an agent, and that agent needs to know, hey man, don't tell them everything that we already saying here. Because they're gonna cut you down like a dirty dog. You gonna feel for them to protect that little piece of change, they're gonna bring up any and everything. But Ellison, when it's all over and they say, well, you know, we negotiated hard, we fought hard, but here we're gonna make you one of the highest paid wide receivers in the National Football League. Here's the contract. Just continue on doing what you said. Make your meetings, do the things right. If you get hurt, show up here, show up there. You say, give me the pen, and you sign that. All right, we're expecting greatness from you. We've given you the money, and we've clearly stipulated what needs to happen. Let's be great. Let's be great together. That's what the other 1,530 are doing in the National Football League. That's what these soldiers, the 20,000 division soldiers, are doing at the 82nd Airborne. That's what people do. You enter into a contract, you do what the hell the employee says do. You can't get mad at your employee and say, well, you know something, I want to work somewhere else. I'm just going to be, you know, I'm going to give you back your money. I'm gone. They don't have to keep paying you. They don't have to get, they don't.
Yeah, and they can easily release you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can fire you.
They won't. They won't. They could fire them. They could fire them today, but they won't. All that diatribe you just gave me, all that's true. Not gonna disagree with it. I think the onus is put too much on the player instead of the team. That's where we disagree because we don't know what transpired from the contract up until now. No one knows, and no one throughout this whole hour and a half that we've been talking, no one in the comments has said anything of what they think could have came from the 49ers side in this
What
whole situation.
what I do know.
So the organization does nothing wrong in people's eyes. It
No,
never have
no,
and never
no,
will.
no. I ain't saying
That's what
that.
I'm getting from
But
it.
but here we go. We got to look at the antithesis of what we don't know. What we do know is BA did not show up during his
Right.
rehab.
Why?
What we do know, I ain't talking about why.
I'm asking
What
the question.
what we do know. This is what we know. He didn't show up.
Right.
He didn't go to arbitration or file a grievance
Because he
to
wants out.
void the contract.
Right.
He's not there now. He's
Right.
not coming to the facility. He's
Right.
not filing for reinstatement. He left the team. We know that.
Right.
We know he came out there in the wrong stuff. When he was healthy, we know he went past the stadium at
Yep.
104
And we know-
in a 40-mile-an-hour
and-
zone.
and
We
we
know
know-
he's on TikTok. What a TikTok video?
And we hold on. And we know that John Lynch came out a couple months ago before the draft and said he's not going to be a part of the organization going forward. We do know that.
Yeah, we do know that.
We do know that. We don't know what happened in negotiations between him and the team. We don't know that. So come on, man. The onus here cannot just be on the player. The onus just cannot be on the player the whole time. I don't understand this, man.
All we know is this dude is getting on here saying stuff like this.
He is.
And if I'm crazy or if I'm capping,
He's crazy.
so them boys cut me today. And I'll sign with the Commanders tomorrow. And we'll see who's capping. And if I'm crazy or if I'm capping, so them boys cut me today. And I'll sign with the Commanders tomorrow.
That's what it is.
We do know.
That's what we know. That's what he has posted and he has given us. So I'm thinking
we do know. We
you
do know he's still under the umbrella of the 49ers. We do know he y'all voided his money, so that he's not really getting paid from y'all anything at all. We
Good.
do know that there haven't been any teams to call about trading for him within the past 3-4 months. Since this whole thing's been going on from the draft all the way up until now. We do know a whole multitude of things as to why the situation that you are in now, and it's not only on BA. Has he messed up? Sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell my son or my daughter, yeah, you go drive past the facility at 104 miles an hour. No, I'm not gonna say that. But
get a warrant out for your arrest.
Get a warrant out for your arrest.
This is the way to do it.
I'm not gonna say do that at all if you want to get out. But what I do know is, how does anybody know if none of these things happen? Let's just say, for example, he didn't go past the facility at 104. Let's just say he didn't have a warrant out for his arrest. Let's just say there was amicable situation to where the contract was signed, but then he had a change of heart. He just wanted out. Let's just say all this stuff didn't transpire. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say he signed the deal and then he went into the office and say, man, I just got to change of heart. I don't feel right. I don't want to be here. Move me. Do you honestly think Kyle Shanahan would be so amicable and just say, oh, yeah, let's just move you, man. Hey, pat you on the back, give you a hug. Let's just dap it up, bro, and we'll just get rid of you and move you somewhere else. You think it would be that easy coming from that guy who has the power? You think it would be that easy? We're talking about Kyle Shanahan now.
Kyle Shanahan, I imagine they would have some deep level conversations because it's only Kyle that kept him here.
You're right.
It was Kyle that got him here.
Yeah, but Kyle has the power. That's why he's here.
Yeah, Kyle got all the power here.
That's why John Lynch is there. Kyle has the power. So do you think it would be that easy for him if none of this happened? He didn't show for his physical. Yes, he didn't show for his physical. He probably wasn't in the building for 6 months prior to that because he didn't want to be there. Fuck, man. Stop driving me nuts with this shit, man.
But you gotta show. That's you supposed to show.
Judy, would you show to an employer that said we don't want no part of you going forward? Why would you show up?
Because they pay me money.
They took your money.
I signed the deal.
They took the money.
Dude, I had the nastiest boss for 15 years. I didn't want to be around her. But
they
you know
took your money.
I man the hell up. I do what I'm supposed to do to keep my bread right. I don't throw tantrums.
They took your money already. Why are you showing up when they
No, this was why they took their money.
No, I'm talking about now. I'm talking about people saying all you gotta do is show up now.
You know, now it's all out debate. He done left. He need to get reinstated, and then we'll go from there. But I'm saying what got us to this situation was him voiding the contract.
Who is this dude talking about he need to show to get paid? He's not getting paid. You took the money already. What are you talking about? Man, let me get off here.
Y'all need to show to get paid. He means when you're an employee, you got to show to get paid. Even if they say, look, man, you can rehab away from the facility, but you have to come into the facility and get checked by our doctors. Yeah. This was during the season.
Why am I not showing up to the facility? What has been done to me as to why I'm not showing up?
You mad because you don't want to be here?
Nah.
Somebody said something about your mama.
Yeah, probably.
All right, there it is. Okay.
We don't know what happened. But to him, something happened.
Yeah, something so detrimental, you know. And if it come out he got Sandusky or something, you know, I will eat crow and just say, but dude, this is the deal. You do what the people tell you to do. They're paying you your loot. That's the contract. And I sure hope when you get him, I hope that you know it all goes well, because he has been on going to y'all.
Who said that? Have you heard?
BA says it.
So now
that's the only thing he say.
On this instance, we go believe BA on this instance to say that because he says he wants to go to Washington. But all the other instances before, we're not gonna believe BA.
Ellison, he's the only one that can tell us what he wants.
Yeah,
what he wants is to go to Washington.
He's in a lose-lose because if he does come out, they can slap him with conduct detrimental to the team and slap some more fines and levies on him too.
He put himself in all of this.
He put himself and the team put him in this position.
The team ain't do nothing but give him some money
that they took back
because he didn't do what he was supposed to do.
You messed the man over in negotiations.
He shot his own self in the foot. You can't see that.
No, I see him. I see him messing up. What I don't see is what's happening behind closed doors. No one has.
I see what's happening in open doors because he keeps showing it.
Yeah, we all see what happened in open doors.
Yeah.
But you don't know what's happening behind closed doors or what happened behind closed doors that lead them up into here. That's all I've been saying from the beginning. We can't always believe everything the team says as the gospel.
This ain't the team. This is him. That's him. Is that the team or him right here? Look, this the team. Look.
And before I lay down, man, what's up, everybody? I had a great Father's Day. And before I lay down and go to bed tonight, I just wanted to say, go Commanders! Go Commanders, man! Go Commanders! Raise hell, man! Take command! Fuck you talking about? Man, what's up, everybody?
That's your boy. That's your man. That's your boy. He's doing this.
No, that's not my man. He's on the yoke.
That's your man. That's your man.
That's your man.
That's your man. He's repping Commander.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
It's him. This is all on him. This is
No.
all on Buckwheat theme.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love.
But yes, Buckwheat sings, ladies and gentlemen.
I just can't always believe what the team says all the time, man. I've given you emphasis as to not always
What up,
believe
Ty?
a team. Brian Flores, they said Deshaun Jackson was a crip. They go out and sign Greg Hardy after he done beat up a woman. I done seen Dante Stallworth go and get in the car and kill somebody when he drunk, still get signed by a team. And you want me to think that all these guys that run these teams and that own these teams are on the up and up and they do things by the book and they're avoided from any criticism at all. They do things to a T. They are great people, but the players are just all assholes. Come on, dude.
Otay is
Come on, dude.
Otay, BA.
He's acting out because he wants out.
Okay, and that's
He's
fine.
acting out because
That's fine, but you're not gonna get what you want.
he ultimately will. He ultimately will. You can't hold him.
He want to be with the Commander. Ultimately, he will, but
Ultimately, he will.
it will not be to the detriment of
you're
the
holding
San
the
Francisco
man-
49ers.
and you're-
The 49ers
holding the
don't
man
want him
hostage.
coming back on us because we play y'all week 6. So I guess he's gonna be in a holding pattern till week
Probably.
7.
No, he'll probably be a holding pattern until probably until August. I don't see him. He'll be on a new team before the start of the season. I do believe that.
He want to go to the Commanders. We'll know it when he files for reinstatement.
Yeah.
And then comes back to the team and leaves officially.
We'll see. We don't know that.
We'll discuss it then.
So let me ask you this question for you and the group. Let's just say he gets reinstated. He comes to the facility thinking that, hey, I'm showing up. I don't want to be here. Just grant me my release. I'll be on my way. Let's not say all these videos that he's made, all these outbursts that he's had, all the off the field issues with the traffic and the warrant for the arrest. Let's not say that, hey, you know what? You came back to the facility, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna slap a damn conduct detrimental to the team on your ass.
Yep.
And we gonna hold you hostage again.
Yeah.
So that's great work by an organization. Just great work.
Yeah, and
Great work.
it was great work by him calling them all types of cats and female dogs.
Yeah, and the team has no leverage either. What is the leverage in the team, my guy? What is the team in the leverage? Where's the leverage in the team? Holding him hostage now for what? What is this doing? What is this doing for you?
He ain't getting what he want.
that shit just sounds so damn spiteful,
sometimes
man. That's crazy.
sometimes it's scorched earth.
It is.
I know you ain't gonna get what you want. I bet that.
I bet that. Yeah. but I ultimately will. But I will in the end. I'll get my way. If you grant it to me now, or if you grant it to me 2 months from now, ultimately I'll be out of here. You just have to give it to me right now because you're spiteful.
See,
so as much as I'm being a bitch right now, you being a bitch made punk too.
No, I'm being an adult. While you you can throw that little tantrum all you want, but
they're throwing a tantrum too. They're throwing a tantrum too. You're not gonna be a part of the organization going forward. We're mad at you because you got the wrong color shorts on. Your ass done been in trouble. You know, you got tickets right. You got 104 miles per hour, but we still got you part of the organization. Oh yeah, that's great.
No, he ain't gonna wear a jersey. He ain't gonna see the field, and we don't want him to. But I know you won't put that Commanders jersey on.
He might not. I don't know if he will or not. He might. Just because he said he is don't mean he will. I don't know.
The organization know, and they not letting them go to them Commanders. They ain't letting them go. He ain't getting what you want. BA will get his release, but it won't be today. He's gotta just wait it out. Yes. Yeah. Fair statement.
At 49, I think it's at 49 Red Zone. I'm just messing with you, man. I don't want to argue with you. We're just having a healthy conversation, man. That's all.
They have no financial pressure to move on.
They don't. No.
They don't.
As a leverage play, I think the organization is doing what they're supposed to do. I grant you that. But it does look spiteful as hell. Can we agree with that too?
I guess.
Come on, man. Come on.
I guess.
Both things can be true at the same time.
Sometimes when you smack and you smack back, it looked bad.
Yeah.
But
it will.
But the organization ain't on here saying all of this stuff.
But we don't know what the organization has done.
They paid the man. They gave him the contract.
And that's it. They gave him a contract.
They gave him the money.
Great afterward. Yep.
They gave him the money.
Yep. And that's all the standards we can hold them to. Yep.
All these other players is all right. We got 53 on the squad. 52 of them are fine. But this one dude, we did something or said something to one of the highest paid people.
Yep, sure.
To warrant him cutting the food. It was him. We pinpointed him. It was him.
Maybe so.
Okay.
I seen Philadelphia pinpoint Deshaun Jackson. There is precedence to these things. Like, I'm not just making this stuff up out of thin air. Like, these things have happened throughout time in the league. If you watch closely, I don't just watch my team. I watch the entire league. I've seen things happen. Teams and
he got a new video. It's comical.
It is.
He's like a kid throwing a temper tantrum. Yeah, I played it earlier. I'll cue it back up for you. Because that's what I do here.
Can you find a video of John Lynch saying that he's not going to be part of the organization again?
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, but you can find it. We got the internet. We can go find it. Go find that and go pull up the cat.
He said that after BA didn't show and nobody has heard from him.
Why?
Because he was in his feelings about. I don't know why.
Exactly.
But
exactly from the beginning. No one knows.
Only BA knows, and when he talks, this is the kind of stuff that he says.
Too.
When
they don't get picked for the basketball game at the court, but they the ones that brought the ball. So they like, all right, y'all don't want to pick me. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. Little ass boys. Or like when your kid, he got this one toy, but he don't really know how to use it correctly. So somebody else about to pick it up and play with it. And they're like, oh yeah, this shit litty. And they're like, wait, hold on, that's my toy. Little ass boy. Man, stop running from the belt. The belt coming. You scared. They scared. The truth is they scared. They know how I get. They gonna say, oh yeah, BA did this, BA did that. BA did, that shit allegedly. Allegedly. But what they not gonna say is BA suck at football because they know how I get. And they running from that belt that's on the way. It's inevitable. It's coming. Stop running. Stop being a female dog. Stop being a little cat. Stop running from the belt.
Okay.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Working for love.
Play silly games, win silly prizes. My man said, TD, check your DM. BA got a new one out, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing all the hits. Let me check my DMs here. As I get on my looky machine. Twitter has changed a little bit. I'm looking for Nub and all the wrong places. Let me see what he did. Yeah, I played this one earlier, but thank you for bringing this bad boy up. This is the latest one. He's got his fashion forward. Throwing the cash down. Yeah, look at that. That's the money. There it goes. Excuse the language. Okay, he threw the
Hey,
money down, and we symbolize he doesn't want our money. He doesn't.
and I'll just say this. I would just caution people to not always trust everything an organization does and says. That's what I've heard. That's what I'll say. Several years ago, there was an incident in our locker room with one of our players where he got misdiagnosed and he didn't show up to a lot of off-season activities because he was pissed and he wanted out. And everybody and their mother that was a Commander fan in the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area called up every radio station and said that this player was disgraceful. He should be docked of his pay. They should take the captaincy away from him. They should excommunicate him from the team, from the league. How could he do such a thing? I don't want no parts of him anymore. Do you know what his name was? Just take a guess, because he's part of your organization now. Just take a guess of what his name is.
Oh, what happened with Trent Williams?
Trent Williams, yeah.
Oklahoma.
So,
yes.
and so
he had brain cancer, and y'all told him medically, you're fine. It's just a little lump.
He was misdiagnosed.
I totally can understand that.
My whole premise was, as to me starting this whole conversation about Trent Williams, he was misdiagnosed, and the fan base revolted because they didn't know the truth. All they saw was the outside stuff of him not showing up for this, being pissed and saying this, being so upset and not doing this, without knowing ultimately he was misdiagnosed. And then they'll come back and say, well, damn, I ain't know that. Now I feel sorry for him. Yeah, he should have asked out. He should have did what he did. I just caution people before you just always take the team's side to know the whole totality of the story before you just knock the player. Because it benefited the 49ers. You got a Pro Bowl Hall of Fame left tackle. Everybody didn't know the whole story, though. So before you knock BA and say he's crazy and need to be put in a mental institution, he buckwheat and all this stuff, let's find out everything that transpired first before we just say the man is going completely apeshit. That's all I'm saying. So we're going to play that card and saying AB is crazy, and people coming back later on and saying Trent Williams wasn't crazy. Like, the same thing can happen to y'all. So just be cautious in your anger. That's all I'm saying. And if it ultimately comes out being that BA was crazy, I'll be the first one to come back on your prestigious show, sir, and say I was wrong. But I need to find out the entire facts before I call somebody crazy. That's just me. I'm not going there first without knowing the whole story. If you want to go there, the fan base want to go there, hey, do y'all thing. Y'all do y'all thing. I ain't mad at you. You pay your own taxes. Do your thing. Me, I'm going to wait for the whole story to come out first. So at your discretion. That's what I'll say.
It's duly noted, first and foremost. I didn't see Trent get on social media.
You didn't see that. You didn't see it.
And say
no.
Okay, go ahead.
No. He didn't get on social media, but he did revolt in his own way against the team.
Okay.
Now, was it on social media? No, but it was in not showing up. It was in saying stuff in newspaper articles to journalists about what the team has done to him and how he did not want to be a part of the organization. It was done in a different way than BA is doing. But ultimately, my whole premise here is that no one had the whole story before they just castigated and annihilated the player, is what I'm saying. We have to know the whole story before we just push to one side and say this one side is right. Because this fan base back 7-8 years ago, however long it was, you can say Trent Williams was a damn villain around here. We don't know the story.
There are Senator McGill says there are ways to protest, and calling people bees and peas is not pretty good. What I do know is the man just supposed to show up and take physicals. He was supposed to just show up.
It's just
take
it's just
his
so
physical.
Easy to show up. It's just so easy. It's just so easy to show up, not knowing from the outside what
Okay.
transpired up until then. We can't just say it's just so
Oh,
easy.
okay.
These people have shown you
You gotta
hold you under their umbrella until the 18th hour.
you
And
gotta
all you can say is all you got to do is show up.
you gotta
And they're
show.
showing you how spiteful they can be.
You gotta
Come on,
show.
man.
You gotta
I
show.
disagree. I
No,
disagree.
no,
And
no. You
people
gotta
like-
show. That was his injury. We're talking about during the season last year. This goes
Yeah.
back to the
Yeah.
season last
Sure.
year, Ellison.
Yeah.
Last
I agree.
year, you gotta come into the facility and check in. That's your reasonable service. That's what you're just supposed to be. You can be as mad as you want. You can go at rehab everywhere else. Heck, you can even do the social media if you want to. But your reasonable service is just to come and check in and let those doctors evaluate the day.
Why am I gonna show up to a place where I feel like I've been done wrong? Why am I showing up for?
Because they pay you very, very handsomely to do that.
Well, when I want to be gone and it's known that I want to be gone, why am I showing up?
Because you get a salary to
No,
do that.
I
That
don't
is
want to be
what
there
is
anymore.
your money.
I don't want to be there more.
Granted.
And I'm telling you, by
Granted.
not showing up, not to pay me, get me out of here, take my money. Why am I still here? What am I showing up for? To do
Okay.
what?
Don't worry about it. Don't show up. You've left the team. You're officially on left status. Let me see here. Pull up my screen as I read. It says, see, we got the roster here. And this was, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I was first doing initially. I was putting together something pretty for, to look at who we going to keep and who's going to get the axe in terms of training camp. And
81 to 82% is just showing up. Okay. Yes, a boss. Do what you got to do, boss. Yeah, boss.
Everybody's got a boss, man. I'm sorry. Everybody got to show up.
No
You
matter
got to
what
do
you do
what
to
you're
me,
supposed to
boss.
do.
I'm gonna show up.
If you want to be an independent contract, if you want to be a anarchist and a fool, go ahead and be a clown. We can put up in all around places.
Just subjugate my
you gotta
morals
show.
and
You
my
gotta
ideas and
show.
beliefs just to show
He's
up.
listed.
Yes,
Ladies and gentlemen, he's listed as reserves and as injured reserve. Derek S. Forrest, number 29, and he's on a status called left, which means you've left the team.
Now scroll up.
Brandon AIYUK.
Scroll all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Keep on. Now what's that team? What's that team you want to look him up? His status up. What's the team name?
The San Francisco 49ers depth chart.
Depth chart. So he's still under your umbrella, correct?
Okay, under the umbrella, but he's obviously left the team. He has to file reinstatement to join the team.
I cannot pull up Brandon AIYUK anywhere without anything saying he's a part of the San Francisco 49ers. He's not a free agent.
He says he's a commander. He's clearly
he's
a commander. He's y'all's problem.
No, he's your problem.
but we're not giving him to you. He's not a problem at all because he ain't come. You got to show up. Show up. Yes. For the money. Yeah, man. And the contract say you supposed to show up. This what you supposed to do. You can't just lead the team. Well, even those of us have our own companies must still show up. Yes, you got to show. It ain't gonna happen unless you show. If I didn't show up at work, I would be Thank you, 49ers Red Zone. Yeah, they call it absent without leave.
We're going to equate ourselves and what we do every day to an NFL player. That's what we do.
Ellison,
come on, man.
Gonna argue no matter what. Laugh out loud.
I am on this. When it comes to a player, yeah, absolutely, I am.
Yeah. Well, you go ahead. I choose my battles a little bit better. When I know that this player has just been a problem.
When you know that player has been a problem without knowing what the other side has done. Yeah, you can do that.
No, it ain't no other side. He's just BA.
He's just going crazy.
I called it a long time ago, QNITY, when he posted on Instagram back when he was healthy.
Okay, be careful.
On that off season.
Be careful.
And he was buddying up with Jaden Daniels and posting on Instagram, watching y'all's B-roll at practice. I told you that thing was like New Bomb Turk and the Hollywood Knights way back when. This stuff is way out of line. I knew then we got a little bit of an issue here. But, you know, I still went to bat for him. I did pay the man. Pay the man his loot. He deserved it. He been productive. He been our number one receiver. I looked at the stats. He done been doing what CeeDee Lamb did, and he done did with not to the level of Justin Jefferson's, but they were very comparable numbers to CeeDee Lamb. I said, pay the man. We paid the man. That's how the teams tell you your value. That's how they truly tell you how they feel about you, how they pay you. How they pay you. That's their love language. Anything else, you know, they can say you the greatest thing since sliced bread and we need you and you this and that. But if that money ain't talking, then we really ain't feeling it for you. They gave him the money. They gave him the guarantees. He got hurt. And then he just went totally ballistic and just got away from the team. Ain't nobody seen him in 80 days, 60 days.
No one knows what the reason is. He just going to
I don't know what the reason is. No, yeah, you're right. Nobody know. Only BA knows, and he ain't saying. He just getting on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and talking about he want to be a Commander. Which brings me all the way back to the offseason, which he was with the Commanders quarterback watching B-roll of the Commanders. We've gone full circle. This is,
that means
you know,
and that means what?
That means it's on him. It's just totally on him.
Okay.
The evidence points to him.
Yep, solely him.
Yeah, it's on him.
All right. Just be careful.
He the problem.
He
the problem. It ain't nothing to be careful about. He the problem. He done messed his own self up. It's on him.
Okay.
Just because he's under contract. Yeah, you under contract. You gotta, you know. I know you hurt. You gotta. Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say. Yep. Gotta abide by the rules. Gotta do what they say.
Yes, gotta make your doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Me being a disabled. I'm a disabled vet. They pay me monthly to be said disabled vet. When I get that letter in that mail that says on this date you have an appointment at the VA in Jacksonville, Richmond, or Fayetteville, you know something? I'm mad that I'm hurt. I'm mad at my job. I'm mad at the dog. I'm mad at this and that. But you know what? Keep that check coming in. I shows up. Okay. Because I needs my loot.
All right.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's how life is made. You enter a contract, you honor it. You do what the people say do. And if you don't, you can change companies. You're a free agent. It's a free country. You could do that. But I can't just sit and just throw tantrums and just not show up and expect some money and just say, well, you know, Ellison will defend me. No. No, it don't work like that. This is life.
Okay. Just be careful. That's all I say.
Yeah, it could be something deep if it's if it's something heinous and horrible that they said to him to be done with the organization and want to go to the Commanders. I will say, well, you know, I can understand the only place he can go is the Commanders, and he needed to leave here and, you know, just not be a San Francisco 49er. We should have just we should have said, you know something, BA, out of the 1,530 people in the National Football League, we should have just given you what you wanted when you wanted it.
Yeah. You don't want to set a precedent. I get that for sure. Yep. Have that energy though for every player. Every player. Have that energy for every player. Every team and every fan have that energy for front office personnel and coach as well. Have that same.
No, I don't. Man, my front office they be drafting wide receivers instead of premier offensive line. I am very when it's warranted. I'm gonna tell you, hey,
But
you out of line here.
But you don't know if it's warranted because you don't know the whole story. You don't know.
What I do know is this mug didn't show. Ellis, don't worry about what you don't know. What you do know is he doesn't show, and he's on talking about being a commander.
Don't worry about what you don't know. That sounds crazy. No.
When you need to formulate, you can fill a stadium with everything you don't know, but what you do know, you formulate your hypothesis, and you come to a conclusion that, dude, he didn't show. He voided the contract. He don't want to be here. He wants to be a commander. That's it. I don't know. He just want to be with Jaden Daniels. He just think life would be better in Washington. I don't know why, but this is what he thinks, and it's on him.
I would just be careful and back in anybody with the name Shanahan and just take their word as the gospel. That's all I say.
And there it is. You take exception with Shanahan.
No. I've seen not just Shanahan. I brought you Chip Kelly. I say how Brian Flores was doing bad. It's not just a Shanahan thing. I've seen Shanahan do it. It's the older Shanahan, the Papa Shanahan. But I've given you other instances. It's not a conspiracy that I got against the Shanahans. It is what it is.
So your theory is something was said or done so heinously to make him want to go to the Commanders.
It may not have been big for me, might not have been big for you, but it might have been big enough for him to say, get my ass up out of here. Yeah, I am saying that. It might not have been big for me. I might have walked on and said, you know what? Dirt off my shoulder. I need to keep doing what I'm doing just to get this money. I might have said that. You might have said that. For him, he might have said, no, I need to get me the hell out of here. It is possible that way. That's not being simple-minded. It is that simple.
But it is him.
It is him what?
That's making this decision.
To do what?
That he didn't want to show up for his appointment.
No, I think
it was his choice to do this. Nobody, the organization. What I'm saying, the organization didn't force him not to show.
I agree. Organization did not force him to show, but the organization wasn't welcoming for him to show either.
Did the organization hold him back? This is all. I'm just trying to establish some facts. Did the organization hold BA back from showing and speaking to the doctors and getting his rehab certified or in the allotted time? Did the organization prevent him from coming?
No.
Okay.
Let me ask you, did the organization do anything to him prior to him or during negotiations for a new deal for him not to show after signing the deal?
He signed the deal.
You know what?
He signed the deal, Ellison.
I'm not getting you off your square. You're not getting me off your square.
But it's a fact. He signed the deal.
He did. What is also a fact is we don't know everything that transpired after signing the deal or during signing the deal. The negotiation.
Didn't you hear Richard Sherman say, once you sign that, once you a potential pro football Hall of Famer and does his own contract. But didn't you hear him say, once you sign that deal, you got to put stuff away. You got to deal with this now.
He has to put stuff away if he wants.
Everybody has to, Ellison. That's the purpose of the contract.
No. If I don't
so people can sign contracts and just have buyer's remorse, get out of it, and just say, I'm done with it.
Teams in the pros and colleges do it all the time.
Teams do
They
it,
do it all the time.
but that's
They
the
do it
difference
all the
between the
time.
team and an independent contractor.
They do
Once
it
you
all the
sign the
time.
contract, you're accepting their money. You have to do goods and services. Have you
But
ever, Allison? You work for a living. I know you work at Super Value Ritual. You had to sign the W-2 or something to work here, and it was agreed upon.
I'm not gonna equate this to me. I'm not gonna equate this to me. What I do know is that Brandon Ayuk signed that deal. Yes, he did. He put his signature on that. He had his agent, which is John Lynch's agent, by the way, too. Wink, wink. He signed the deal. The 49ers signed the deal also. So the 49ers at any point in time can get rid of him at any point in time at their discretion when they please.
That's all.
Now and they could have after he signed the deal as well.
When y'all sign them, you can do that. When you sign with the Cincinnati Bengals, you can do that. When you sign with the Oakland Raiders, you can do that. When you sign with the Miami Dolphins, you can do that. When you sign with the Dallas Cowboys, you can do. Every contract has some loopholes to get out of it if you want to.
Yeah.
But what's incumbent upon the Players Association, as well as that one who is the recipient of the money,
the Players
is to do what the contract says.
The Players Association, the great Players Association in the NFL, the great NFLPA that wins all the time for the players.
That's what you got.
It's a shame that's all you got. It is.
It is. I would like a better union too, but it's gonna take these guys to my man put it together. Dante Whitner have passive income stored away for 2 years and be willing to go to the mattresses and strike to get guaranteed contracts no matter what, and be willing to sit out. And it is like herding cats. It's like herding cats to get you got 53 on each team, 32 teams, somewhere around 1,500 and 32 guys, top to bottom, from the millionaires to the thousandaires. You got to get them all in lockstep to not cross the picket line.
And it's hard. It's hard.
And until you get that, this is what you got. TJ,
you know what?
Who's your mama, was his mentor, and he can't even reach him anymore. I know it was something so bad with the team that TJ Hushmanzada can't reach him no more. I know. But I don't know what they said or how they said it, or but dude, TJ would have, I'm sure. I watched Speakeasy. TJ Hushmanzada would have said, dude, you got to show to get your bread.
We're going to take everybody's word for the gospel. Everybody on the outside.
Allison, I mean, it's just simple deduction. We don't have to. I'm sure sound advice would be a guy who has been a Pro Bowl wide receiver for a number of years. And I'm sure as a mentor, if he's your cousin, when you tell me, hey man, I definitely tell you, dude,
I would tell
show
you,
up to get your bread.
I would tell you once I knew the whole story. Yeah. Once I knew the whole story, I would tell you.
You gotta know
though. Why wouldn't I want to know the whole story? That makes no sense to me. Man, please stop believing everything these reporters and everything these damn front office people say all the time, man. They have been wrong before and they will be wrong again.
So the front office is always the organization is wrong. The organization is bad because this one dude out of the 1,538 people, there have been over in the 104-year history of the National Football League, this one dude goes ape crazy, and it's gotta be Kyle in him.
The team is the gospel. We believe everything they say. They can do no wrong.
I didn't believe in everything they say. I believe what has been reported and what this guy is saying on TikTok.
Yeah.
on YouTube
You know what
on
this is?
the chat. He's
You know,
saying this.
yeah, you know what this is? This is you seen Blue Chips, obviously. You seen Blue Chips.
Yes.
You remember when Nick Nolte went into the AD's, went to the president's house or the AD's house, like, I don't want to know how it trained. I don't want to know what happened. I just want to win.
I don't want to know how you got it there.
He
I don't.
doesn't want to know how the sausage was made. No one wants to know how the sausage is made, and that transpired this whole situation. They just want to see. They just have their
Hey,
pinpoint thing into to what they believe. Okay, cool.
I got you.
I just hope you're right.
You'll get
right.
you'll get your guy week 7. We play out
No,
what,
he's
week
your
6?
He's your guy.
No. He clearly wants to be a
He
commander.
wants to be a
We
commander.
will
I don't know if he wants to be.
We'll release him.
I do know he wants out of San Fran. I don't know if he wants to be a commander.
Oh, you don't? Well, let me show you what I know.
Okay, go ahead, show it. I'll say anything to get out. I'll say I'll be a Dolphin. I'll be a Raider. I'll be anything to get out of town.
So now we equating it to, you told me don't equate it to. All I got is what BA is saying.
Yep.
This is all I got, man. This is it. This is him. He talking Commanders. Is it that one?
No, it's not that one.
It's
not that one.
And if I'm crazy,
no,
or if I'm capping,
no, it's that one. No, it was that one. It was that one.
This one?
I think it was that one.
crazy, or if I'm capping, so them boys cut me today, and I'll sign with the Commanders tomorrow, and we'll see who gapping.
There you go. That's him. That ain't Kyle. That ain't nobody else. That's him saying this. He's saying he's signed with the Commanders tomorrow. So de facto, it's your dude.
Did you see Adam Peters come out and say that?
Nope, I see BA saying it, and he's the person. He's the person in question.
But he doesn't stop, like you just said about contracts. It takes two to tango. Adam Peters didn't come out and say that, did he? Did Dan Quinn come out and say that? Did Josh Harris come out and say that?
Nah, he didn't.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
Adam Peters got to do it.
Yeah.
But
he can't decide to deal by himself.
He's really convinced he's going to be a commander.
I'm not convinced he could be a commander after all this. What I do know is that he wants out of San Francisco. That much I do know. I do know that.
He wants to be a commander. That I do know.
He wants to be. Doesn't mean he will be.
I'm just saying, this is what he wants.
Sure.
This is the subject. You know, he wants to be a commander. He's convinced he's going to be a commander. He wants to be the commander guy.
Yeah, sure.
That's all I got.
But right now he's a 49er guy.
He's he's on the left team. He's on the left team status. Yeah,
he's a 49er guy.
And he's on the left team status. What we got here? Is that it? At the state? See, there you go. Oh, I done burned it up.
Yeah. You got
what's up, everybody? I had a great Father's Day. And before I lay down and go to bed tonight, I just wanted to say, go Commanders! Go Commanders, man. Go Commanders. Raise hell. Man. Take command. Fuck you talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's at least he got a good team.
That's him.
Team he wants to go to.
There it is. Yes, sir. He want to go there.
It's not for certain that he will come here. It's not for certain. Who knows that?
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love.
You know what?
I love it. You know that was dope. That was pretty dope. Yeah,
it is. It is. And I sure hope all of you guys are right. Because if y'all are wrong and y'all find out down the line that some other things transpired during this whole thing to make him act the way that he's acting or do the thing that he's doing, I'm gonna come back on here and light all y'all ass up. So y'all better hope. Y'all better hope
and you'll be doing it as BA said, as with him on your team.
I don't know that. Who knows that? I don't know that.
That's what he wants.
He can't. I don't know anybody who's not employed somewhere walk through the building and be an employee without being hired first.
I don't know anybody who's an employee who walks out on $30
Oh, I know
$130
one. I know one.
million.
His name Brandon Ayuk. I do know one.
And I know one for you. His name is Brandon Ayuk. I can use that same syllogical argument. Yeah,
Absolutely.
works
Like,
both
like I
ways.
can use that argument for BA and John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan all together too.
Yeah, man.
Just be careful.
Hey,
I know-
just being
I-
being the evil empire,
I-
and you be careful too when you get him, because that dude, you know, if something happens,
Yeah, sure.
man, he's gonna be.
It'll be.
It's Ty
Go ahead.
Austin in the building. Ty Austin is here. Oh, here we go. I was gonna close
Uh-oh.
it. Ty Austin, what's going on? I know Ty.
What's going on, fellas?
Ty
What's
got
up,
to
man?
say,
What's
go
going on?
Commanders. Go Commanders.
That's right. Damn right.
Man, listen.
Now you got a team on you. There we go. Let's go. Talk to
Hold
me.
on. I got audio. Can you hear me?
Yes,
I got
sir.
you.
You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Cool. I just want to get on, chop it up with you fellas for a few minutes. A little
Oh
bit.
man, we've been chopping it, boy.
I know y'all been chopping.
We
Oh,
made
wow.
chop barbecue today. 225. I wanted to give the definitive buckwheat sings on here.
Hey, Ty, I'm just trying to give a objective pushback to all the conspiracy theorist people that think it's all BA. I'm just saying that we cannot always trust the organization as the gospel as to what they say. We never can. So just be careful in doing that. That's the whole premise to this 3 hours we've been having this discussion. Just be careful.
That's big facts. We know organizations, they'll throw a player under the bus with the quickness.
For sure.
And
Absolutely.
won't say nothing about it. Just throw them
Absolutely.
right under and look the
Right.
other way like, oh, he
Right.
got hit? Oh man, that's quite a shame.
Right.
Oh well.
Right.
That's what they do.
Right. But I'm not taking away from the fact of everything that you said about BA. All that stuff is factual. I can't back him in speeding and having a warrant and doing things that he was obligated and should do. But I can't totally knock him in the head because I don't know the whole story. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what happened or transpired. So I just can't put that onus on him as to say that he's the only one that's making themselves to be looking like a fool right now. But I get it from y'all's point of view. I get it. I understand it. I get that. I'm not saying y'all wrong at all. I get it.
Hey, do you, as a Commanders fan, this is what I wanted to ask you. Do you want to see Brandon Ayuk on your squad? Like, would you like to see him at this point?
It's not a matter of fact of what I want to see him. I want to win. And if he comes in here and can help me win, then cool. Do I want the annex that will come along with it? No.
No, sir. Right.
But at the same time, I gotta know if the annex do come that Adam Peters and Dan Quinn haven't done anything to any other player or BA to push them to do antics. You see what I'm saying? So if he's a commander, he's a commander. If he's not, he's not. Like the season's gonna start and go on regardless. Like it is what it is. But I'll take anybody that can help me win. That's what all these owners and GMs and front office personnel people do too. If you can help me win, they'll look past some of the other stuff, man. You know, so that's where I am with it. Do I want him? It doesn't matter to me. I'm not signing the deal. If he comes to DC, I'll cheer him on. If he doesn't, he's an opponent. That's where I am. But I do know that I don't think it's all just BA that's in the wrong. That's in my opinion. I don't know that. That's just my opinion.
Now, the truth gonna come out one way or the other. We gonna know. Eventually, it always comes out.
Yeah.
You know, we always hear things after the fact.
Yeah.
Oh man, they did that. Oh,
Right.
he did that. Like,
Right. Yeah.
all we know is for right now, it's just a matter of semantics.
Sure.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're a married couple, just separated.
Yeah.
They're only teammates on paper.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So,
No, I agree.
So
I agree.
once that paperwork gets done, then all bets are off.
Yeah. Hey, Ty, let me ask you this. As a 49er fan, lifelong 49er fan, do you think if all he had to do was just show up, get out of the car, use the key card, walk into the office and just say, hey, man, it's been good, but just release me. You think he'd be granted his release just that easy without no pushback or happenstance at all? You think it's just that easy? That's all he had to do? All that he has to do right now?
But this is my opinion, just
Right.
based on how this team has been running.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Because there's players that have gone to John Lynch and say, hey, man, Debo Samuel, this ain't working out. I want to move on. Say, hey, man, we'll move on with you. You know, what was that running back? We traded to the Dolphins. That was the story.
Mostert.
It was Jeff Wilson Jr.
Okay. Yeah.
Before Wilson.
Okay.
He got bumped down the depth chart. It was like number 4. I was like, hey, man, what's the deal? You gonna use me or what? It's like, hey, man, we can trade you. We can work something out. And they worked out a deal for him to go to the Dolphins, so he can get some PT, some playing time. That happened.
Okay.
So there is a precedent of John Lynch working with these players to just make something happen.
Okay.
When Dre Greenlaw took what's his name spot, the block is hot. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank.
Campbell.
Not Campbell. That's a whole different story. It was way before that.
I saw Campbell just quit.
Yeah, he just quit. That's a whole different story.
He just ain't going in.
But they felt they wanted to move forward with Dre, so they traded the linebacker that was there. They traded him to the Saints. Like, hey, man, we don't want to bench you. You're too good, but we're going to move on for you. We're going to trade you to New Orleans. You can start there. We're going here. So I think if BA would have said, like, just as a scenario, like he would have said, man, I really want out. I want to be in Washington with my boy. That's my dog. That's my brother. I really want to be there.
Yeah.
Can you release me? Can you do something? Can we work something out? They would have tried to work something out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whether or not they would have succeeded is a different story, because the business of football is the business of football.
Right.
There's contracts and money and who's going to pay what. Yes, it was Quan Alexander. Thank you. I knew you would have known. Yeah, they have to work all the logistics out, but I'm sure they would have tried to do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't just ghost the team and then be like, well, why don't y'all release me? Bruh. Call me and tell me that.
Yeah, just
Don't put out an Instagram video and say it. Like,
calling me all types of B's and
B's.
I'm like, what is wrong with you?
And you know what? If that is the case for sure, then like I said, I'll come back on here and apologize to you guys and say, hey man, I got it wrong. But I don't know, because we don't know the whole story. But you could be right. It could be that easy. It could have been that easy for the longest time. That's all he had to do. But we won't know now. And we won't know until when camp starts for y'all. Late next month or whatever. So.
26th or 28th of July.
Yeah, we go back to 24th, I believe. Rookie's got a show. But yeah, it could be that easy. And I could be wrong on it. I could be completely wrong on it. I just see it more two-sided than just, one person. But it could be that one person. So, I'll leave myself open to be wrong on this. But, I had a Shanahan before. I've seen other coaches and personnel people do some strange stuff to players before, man. So I just can't do it. I just can't just say a player is always wrong in instances, man. So, but we'll see. It'll all come out in the wash. Who knows when it'll come out, but it'll all come out one day.
Yeah, they'll have the True Hollywood Confessions.
Yep.
Of
30 for 30.
30 for 30, yeah.
Yeah. Kyle call him a bitch ass. and
Hey.
He's I don't know what could have happened to make the man just cut everybody off.
Yeah.
To include, somebody brought him a valuable point. TJ Hushman-Zada was on. I watched Speakeasy, and he was saying, "Hey man, yeah, he stopped talking to me. I do have camps and stuff. He always welcome. I've been helping him his whole career. He just cut me off too. I don't know what he do.
Yeah, that's the one weird part of the whole scenario.
Yeah,
he just cut off communication with everybody, and I understand cutting off communication with the team.
Yeah,
because you having a dispute, whatever. That's one thing, and maybe you cut off communication with your teammates because you feel they might be on the team side, whatever.
Yeah.
I understand that too.
Yeah,
but like your coach, who you work with, who ain't got nothing to do with the team, like you cut him off too. It's like, all right, bro, what's really going down?
Yeah.
So, but that might be a whole different story. We don't know. Like Ellison said, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We
Yeah.
know.
It gotta
He
be
could've
something.
called them ugly, talked about his mama and them.
You never
Like,
know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. Yeah. But hey, man, it's just a bad situation. As a 49er fan, what do you think is this benefiting y'all by still having him a part of your organization? If you were part of the organization, will you just cut your loss and just would have released him a long time ago, or would you still have him on the roster as they're doing right now?
For me and my GM cap, I'm thinking of the business of football.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want to get something for him. I just want to give him away, right? Even though everybody knows I might get him, I'm going to give him away.
Right.
But if I can fleece somebody, even for a 6th or 7th, hey,
yeah. Let me get something out of the deal.
I'm gonna wait through training camp, and as we know, them training camp injuries tend to hit. And if a team, somebody goes down, I'm gonna be on the phone with him like, oh man, hey Bill, sorry to see your guy go down. That's just terrible.
But have I got a deal for you?
And I'm willing to part with him for cheap.
Yeah.
Let me put on this tape for you real quick. Look at them routes he's running, Chris.
Oh, he's good.
Cooking out there. Wait, hold up. Let me show you him in the blocking game. Whew, he can block his butt off.
Man,
He'd be a real asset to you this season.
Doctors say he's better than he was before the injury. Don't even worry
the knee is stronger.
Stronger.
Yeah. They built him up like Colonel Steve Austin.
Yeah, hey, man.
Yeah.
It's
bionic now.
$6 million knee.
I knew you'd get that reference. So that's where I'd be with it right now.
Yeah, I gotta get
somebody bites, he bites.
Yeah.
If not, then all right. Ain't nobody biting. All right, bro. Week 1 start tomorrow. All right, you can go.
Yeah.
You can go. We just gonna release you.
That's the business of the game. That's the business of the business, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily mad at that for y'all playing business. Hey, do your business. But to me and others, it could be looked at as spiteful too. You know what I mean? It's just let the man go. If you don't want to part something, he don't want to part you. Hey, cut your losses, move the hell on. It could be that too.
Hey, as we know, there's still men and human beings.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
feelings are involved.
And
we know during the contract talks, John got real pissed at what was going down. He was ready to trade him up out of here.
Yeah.
So feelings are involved.
If it was up to John, he would have been a Steeler. Sure as I don't know what. John had the deal ready. He was gone. He was gone.
I was ready to pull the trigger. He's gone.
Kyle came in here. Kyle came up the stairs. They say, making it all dramatic. You can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like a dramatic effect. You can't do this.
That's right. So them feelings might be back at it again.
Sure.
This Buster doing this to me again. Oh, I ain't releasing him. He gonna wait. He gonna wait. Men get petty too.
Yeah, for sure. Men more petty than women, for sure.
Talk about it.
All day. Yeah.
Talk about it.
Call me Petty Pendergrass.
There you go.
You on that internet talking junk about me? You did this to me? Oh, I got a trick for you. Don't worry about it. Sit right there.
All right. We gonna see.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. It'll, things will transpire soon because camp starts, and it'll all come to a head very soon. So I'll be interested to see what transpires.
Yeah. We just gonna sit on it, and daily we'll get new BA stuff. I want to talk about the business of football, man. Real stuff.
And that's the thing. I don't want to talk. Look, man, I got 91 guys on my roster right now. We're trying to shrink down to 50.
Yeah, man.
But all that we talking about over here is Brandon AIYUK, and I'm just like, why y'all so worried about somebody that's not even here yet, or
exactly
you don't even know that's coming here? Everybody's so up in the frenzy, man, because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. Because we in June.
Yeah, you in that purgatory, and receivers. receivers grab the light, man.
Right.
They know how to grab the mic and be the story. They do it every time. I want offensive linemen. I need safeties. Is it any safety unhappy that can play free? I need safety. I need an offensive lineman. I need a pass rusher, Jesus. What is Alex Highsmith up in Pittsburgh? That's who I want for $15 million a year. Please come. Can we do something? A shutdown corner, Jesus. We playing too many good teams this year. I ain't got time to mess around with BA and Wook and Penub in all the wrong places.
Yeah, listen, I'm right there with you on this end. Like we got a whole roster. We got some new people in. It's exciting. Why are we talking about a dude who ain't playing the year and a half?
Right. And that's my whole thing, man.
He is no longer a part of the organization. Right. It's just a matter of when. Like, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, that's my thing, man. Talk about something else. But what bites me, man, and really what gets me, man, is you got people out here in the DC, Maryland, VA area, man, and I hear them on the radio every day, just talking about this man character. He's a piece of crap. And you just got to hear the words of these people say about somebody that they don't know. And that's never been part of the organization before. Like he's done something wrong to them. And I'm just like, dude, what? Like, come on, man. That's why I get back to taking the team word as the gospel. They just automatically believe the team all the time. And I gave you an example of Trent Williams. Man, these people hated Trent Williams around here. I give you an example as to last year, Ty. These people during negotiations with Terry McLaurin, you would have thought Terry McLaurin had murdered somebody out here in DC because he asked for some bread. I'm telling you, man, these people out here you got some people just nuts.
Yeah, East Coast is different. West Coast is very friendlier. But up in that DMV corridor up towards Philly, man. Philly fans
people are crazy, B.
And don't even talk about New Yorkers now. New Yorkers, Lord have mercy. It is different.
Crazy. Yeah, they are.
Different, nasty.
One thing I do is just shift away from BA for a minute. What did y'all think about the league not granting Sorsby the supplemental draft? Have y'all kept up with that story?
I see that. Yeah. He's gonna have to take it on over to Canada or UFL if they will. And UFL is tangentially, I love that's a word, tangentially associated with the NFL, so he might not be able to go there. But he needs some reps for next year, and I'm a little surprised that they didn't open up the supplemental for him. But they you brought up the point earlier, for the right talent now. We will open some stuff up, but given what he did, as well as he ain't quite got them super stellar numbers. You're like, well, we ain't got something to do this year.
It's like, we ain't opening this up for this marginal dude. No,
we ain't doing that now.
He has some cachet like Caleb Williams, Peyton Manning, like clear number one pick, and then it's like, well come on in.
But he's projected. But he's one of the top 5 quarterbacks projected to come out, next year
in 27.
But if he had came out this year, he would have been number 2 behind my man that went to the Raiders. He would have.
He would have been behind Fernando
Mendoza.
Mendoza.
Yeah. So I was surprised that they didn't grant him, but what he did and how many times he did and the amount of money that he bet, I won't shocked. But I was kind of surprised. I thought they would let him in because of the talent that he could be. He had good height, good size, got good arm. So I was like, hey, they might let him in, but
how much did he bet?
Like 90,000 or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. it wasn't like a 1-time or 2-time bet. It was
I thought it was some prize picks.
No.
And prize picks ain't giving me no money, but I know you can do the little $8 and you win 150 or something like that. He was going for the whole enchilada. No, he was spending up that NIL money. He tried to flip it.
Yeah, he was betting some money for sure. So I was kind of surprised that they didn't, but on the other end, after what they found out he did or was doing, it was like,
yeah, man, you can't be betting. They suspended those guys for a year. I think it was a couple of Titans or Raiders, a receiver.
Yeah,
they was betting. And I knew this was going to be bad. Once we put a team in Las Vegas, and then you start sponsoring DraftKings and all that stuff. I said, "Oh, what's the worst that can happen? Just smoke around the dynamite.
All right, we'll be all right.
Yeah. You'll be
take some drags.
Just flick it."
I don't know any other avenues besides maybe just working out for a year, man, and just getting ready for 27. If they let you in, because they still might not let you in. They still might not let you in either. You just never know.
What he should have did? He should have blamed it on his interpreter. remember your boy?
Like Otay? Like Otay.
Yep.
It was him.
Otay know damn well
you don't know say it's in my interpreter. I not know,
You know damn well Otay placed them bets.
Otay was rigging it in.
All of a sudden he only speaks Japanese.
Yeah.
It's Hashimura, no. Had to be Ichini-san, no.
Yeah. But yeah, I was kind of surprised, but on the back end after what I saw he did, it was like, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Me no speaking
situation. Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, your boy
Spanish. Me no speaking English.
I like have you heard Godfrey? I love comedian Godfrey.
Yeah.
Man, he does this bit. He said, I hate when they give they talk to a Hispanic player on baseball. And he said, "Hey, well, Juan Valdez, you had a really good game out there. Tell me, just what went through your mind after that big hit at the end." Well, I hit the ball, and I run. I go real fast, and it's baseball. It's baseball. It's good to me.
And he do a mean Steve Harvey too.
Oh, he do it all, man. Yeah, he's bad. He's the deal.
He do a mean Steve Harvey. Yeah.
Hey, hit the ball. Go far. I run.
This has been a good conversation, man. Because I've been wanting to slide into some comments and really say what's on my mind, but I ain't have a chance to.
Hey, man, this your platform too, man. Hey, let them. Hey, hit it up. Hit it up. Hey, man, Ellison, I see the point. The Niners organization is different, which is why I'm a diehard Niner fan. Yeah, we a little different. We're a little different. Eagles fans are horrible, says E-Man Morris. They're pretty. They can be very rambunctiously nasty. They can. No speaky, says 49er Red Zone. I got that one. English very little. Hell yeah, Ellison 49ers Reds. Oh, hell yeah. Speak your mind, man.
But it's all love, man. It's all love.
All the time. All the time. Y'all been watching World Cup? Yeah.
Hey, man. I tell you what.
I've been on it.
My daughter plays soccer, man, and that's all we are watching in this house. Every game. USA play tonight at 10 o'clock. She will stay up for that.
Yep.
So it's been World Cup city around. World Cup and Michael Jackson.
Boy. Okay. This was the day Mike passed. In 07 there. So shout out to the great one. If y'all follow me on Twitter, Minister Hugh, at Minister Hugh on Twitter, I put some Michael Jackson stuff out there, man. I loved Off the Wall. Off the Wall was the quintessential to me.
My album right there.
That rock with you, and you got me working day and night, and it hit me different. But Thriller is still the greatest. It's the biggest selling ever, but Purest, man. When I was that boy, Ellison was a Michael Jackson. Many a times we did the Michael Jackson commercial in Grandma's house. we Mike all the time around here.
Yeah, I love Off the Wall is my joint, man. I still rock Off the Wall for sure.
Yep,
even before the movie came out. Yeah. But my daughters, they love Michael Jackson, man. They know all the songs.
They do. And these little kids know the moves and everything, man. They know all the stuff. The Thriller. I'm like, wow, this 2, 3, 4 generations.
Yeah.
And they just get it. Don't. You got the little games. I love it, man. The greatest entertainer.
how the kids, like the young kids today, are lighting up over Michael Jackson. Like, realizing the phenom that he was, like, and it reminds me, like, when I was younger, I would light up.
Oh,
like,
bro,
this dude was truly a generational talent.
Yeah,
like he's moving across all these decades later, influencing new youths,
covering the world, the world,
worldwide.
And we have internet. You couldn't look at your phone and download nothing. People just knew about him in Bangladesh, Walla Walla, Sea of Tranquility, Russia, Nova Scotia. Everybody can bust the mic, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, the greatest. And you know what, man? The movie was great, man, and I've seen it a couple times. My kids love it, but the movie don't even do it justice to how big he really was.
Yeah, it couldn't. You can't put it together in 2 hours. He did a marvelous job, and Domingo Coleman was an excellent Joe Jackson, man. And shout out to them and his nephew, man. But boy,
you had to be in the moment, boy.
You had to be there. You had to be there. You had to be there. Nothing like it. Nothing.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Man, it's been a good convo, man. I needed this today.
It has. I got to go thaw some chicken and some shrimps, and because the wife don't eat meat.
And happy belated
more for me. Happy belated Father's Day to you, my brother.
Father's Day, brother. Sure.
Father's Day. Fathers all around, man. Fathers unite. It's a shame that the only good song that we got, well, Mama has Mama I Know, Mama I Always Love My Mama.
They got dozens.
All we got is Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
That's it.
Yep.
That's our theme song. Yep. But for those putting in that work, man, shout out to you.
And some of that is true.
Yeah. They said be fruitful and multiply in that Bible. So I did what Jesus said do. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Ellis and Ty for coming out a little bit. All y'all in the chat, y'all was kicking it up with me a little bit. All that participated, 49ers Red Zone, Cinnamon Kids, all y'all up in there. Regal Eagle was in there for a hot minute. Everybody up in there, man, had comments, concerns. Thank you for my hilariously put together Wook and Penub in all the wrong places. It took me a while to find that stuff. But when I seen him in that outfit, I said, oh, this is Buckwheat Sings. It's right here. And I just want to thank each and every one of you, man. I'll be talking to you again soon. If there's more BA videos or whatever coming out, we'll do it like that.
Give it an hour.
Yeah, you got to be ready. It's like a pistol. You got to have it on the side of the bed. And remember, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank y'all so much.